Knicks family, what's poppin'? Is your boy. And the Knicks did it again. They swept the Dallas Mavericks as Kristaps Porzingis returned to Madison Square Garden. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing popping. Yes, sir. Big shouts out to you. Thank you for being here with me. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I go live. And yes, the Knicks pulled off another win. They defeat the Dallas Mavericks at home. And a big win, ladies and gentlemen. This was a big win. Because the Knicks needed it. You know they needed it. You know what I'm saying? This was, this was one that the Knicks definitely needed. So we're going to get this thing popping, rocking, and going. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look, let's go ahead and get this thing rocking. Let's go. That's the game. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you probably expected, Kristaps Porzingis was booed as he was announced at the Garden. KP was booed. And you know, what did you expect? Let's take a listen in to KP being booed at the Garden when he was announced. Here we go.
And forward at 7'3" from Latvia, number 6, Kristaps Porzingis.
And you hear the Garden crowd let Kristaps Porzingis have it as he entered. Kristaps Porzingis was booed, ladies and gentlemen. We expected it. We knew it. And he deserved it. And throughout the game, Kristaps Porzingis was booed all night long. Throughout the game, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great game. It was a really good game. You know what I mean? Big shots, big plays. The Knicks played with great energy all night long. The type of energy that we want the Knicks to play with every time they step on the floor. It doesn't always happen. Doesn't always happen, but it happened tonight. We got to find a way to duplicate this. We got to find a way to replicate it and bring it into every single game. And yeah, I'm happy, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good. Hopefully you feel good. And hopefully we can find a way to make this happen every single night. So let's go ahead and recap the game. All right, we're going to recap this game. And let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Courtesy of House of Highlights. As you see, the game started off with energy as Taj Gibson got the rebound and gets it to your man, Julius Randle. But, you know, Dallas wasn't just going to lay down. Even though KP in the beginning, maybe in the first quarter, was a little bit shaken by the boos and all that kind of stuff. As you see RJ Barrett get into the paint, lay it up. Right? You see Luka Doncic with the ball at the top of the key. He's going to do his thing. You know that. Step back, gets the foul. You know, nobody could do that like Luka. Well, I mean, people can, but man, this kid is only 20 years old. Marcus Morris gets his shot blocked. Julius Randle follows it up, lays it in, or hits the little baby back, fall back jumper. Dennis Smith Jr. had a night. He gets it off to Mitch Robinson. And boy, did we need Mitch Robinson's energy back tonight. We got Mitch Robinson's energy back tonight, and it was well needed. See, Mitch Robinson handed off to Dennis Smith Jr., who then knocks it in. Dennis Smith Jr. had a little extra step in his pep in his step tonight. Luka with the behind the back to Finney Smith, who knocks it down for three. I think that was Tim Hardaway Jr. who knocks it down for three. You see Damian Dotson playing klepto tonight. Gets on the break and lays it in. The Knicks up 20-17. Dennis Smith Jr. got the ball with the clock running down. He pulls it from three. Bang. Dennis Smith Jr., like I said, did his thing tonight. He was playing ball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? That back didn't bother him tonight. Right? You see big Bogdanovich get the rebound, put it back in. That's a big guy, ladies and gentlemen. He's just big. Bogdanovich again down in the post, guarded by Mitch, finds Luka on the cut, lays it in. You know what I'm saying? That's good basketball right there, ladies and gentlemen. Then you see Tim Hardaway Jr. kick it back out. They find Bogdanovich again down low. That's a big boy for Mitch to guard, but Mitch did okay. Right now, it's 30-26 in the second quarter. Tim Hardaway Jr. knocks down the fadeaway shot clock running down. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks weren't going to stop playing. Dennis Smith Jr. gets in the paint, finds Mitchell Robinson for the alley-oop dunk. And there was a couple of those tonight. You got to love it. Again, Dennis Smith Jr. on the break finds Marcus Morris for three. Bang, knocks it in. The Knicks up 40-33. I'm sorry. Dallas Mavericks miss, but Kristaps Porzingis with a 7-3 frame taps it back in. And then you see Dallas gets the ball back. I'm sorry. I got lost there on that one because I thought KP was about to pull it, but he didn't pull it. You know what I'm saying? You see Mitchell Robinson set the screen for RJ Barrett, who finds Mitchell Robinson for the dunk. Mitchell Robinson puts it down. A few alley-oops for Mitchell Robinson tonight. We need to see more of that, ladies and gentlemen. We need to see more of that. And listen, I didn't even have time to study the box score because I had to get on so quick. Luka Doncic gets it to Kristaps Porzingis for a little pull-up. You know, but there were some things and Luka Doncic again finds Kristaps Porzingis on a break. We got to be able to cover those guys running a break. I mean, that's impressive that a 7'3" guy can outrun somebody 6'8", but, you know, you got to be able to find those guys on the break. Marcus Morris, you can't let him run past you. Luka Doncic finds big Bogdanovich down in the post once again for the lay-in, but the Knicks weren't going to go away. You see RJ Barrett goes to the lane, missed the layup, but Mitchell Robinson puts it back in for another dunk. I don't know how many dunks Mitchell Robinson had tonight, but he had a bunch of them. RJ Barrett with the spin down the lane with the right hand. Stephen A. Smith, you're always talking about RJ Barrett in his right hand. There you go. He dunked it with the right hand. Take note of it. Dennis Smith Jr. comes in, oops it again for Mitchell Robinson. What's that? The third or fourth oop to Mitchell Robinson in this half. RJ Barrett penetrates, kicks it to Julius Randle, who knocks it down from three. And look, this was another big team effort by the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Another big team effort. You see Luka Doncic just make an amazing type of a shot. I mean, this guy just does some stuff that you can't believe. The Knicks up 58-53 the beginning of the third quarter. Kristaps Porzingis running the lanes, catch the ball, gets a dunk. You see Luka finds Porzingis, step back to the three, bang, knocks it down. Game is getting tighter. 63-58 Knicks up at this point. See Julius Randle finds Taj Gibson. And let me tell you what I like. I like Taj Gibson starting and Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. I like the energy. I like it. You see RJ Barrett turn the ball over. Luka finds Finney Smith. I believe that's Finney Smith for the lay-in. RJ Barrett from three. Misses. But Dennis Smith Jr. follows it up. Like I said, he had that extra pep. And of course, he's playing Dallas, so he wanted to show Dallas a thing or two. KP steps out. And listen, KP got booed every time he touched the basketball. Right? Every time he touched the basketball, he got booed, and he deserved it. Good for him. Dennis Smith Jr. once again in the lane finds Bobby Portis, who knocks it down from three. The Knicks up 77-70 at this point. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. But the Mavericks weren't going away. Luka gets in the lane, lays it in over Mitchell Robinson, gets the foul. 79-75. Dennis Smith Jr. finds Damian Dotson, knocks it down from three. The Knicks go up 82-70, whatever it was. Now it's 85-78, coming down to the end of the third quarter as Luka knocks down a three. He got hot from a certain area of the floor. The Knicks were playing a zone, and he got hot. You see Julius Randle fumble his way to the basket. 87-81, New York Knicks. Luka again from that same corner. The Knicks were playing a zone. They went to a zone. I will give it to Fizdale. He's trying to mix and match the defenses. Porzingis with a follow-up. Seen Dennis Smith Jr. do it. Wanted to prove that he could do it too. You know, and here you go. The end of the third quarter was 87-87. The beginning of the fourth now. Took a little while for someone to finally score. And Dennis Smith Jr. had to penetrate and dish the ball off to Julius Randle to get a bucket. It's 89-87. Then Tim Hardaway Jr. comes down, ties it back up at 89. Now it's 90-90. And listen, the defense was crunching in this fourth quarter. Right? Guys were playing defense in this fourth quarter. See, Finney Smith misses, but big Bogdanovich gets the rebound and puts it back in. That's a big dude down there, guys. 92-92. Julius Randle goes to the lane, misses, but Mitchell Robinson follows it up with another dunk. 94-92 Knicks. Then from the corner, Tim Hardaway Jr. knocks it down to make it 95-94 Dallas. And this is when people started getting a little bit nervous. Are the Knicks going to be able to hold on? But listen, the Knicks came with energy. They came with some fire. Dennis Smith Jr. in the paint. R.J. Barrett gets his own rebound off the block and puts it back in. Dennis, Marcus Morris at the top of the key knocks it down with the assist to Frank Ntilikina. And the Knicks up 99-95. And the game is getting real tight here, ladies and gentlemen. As you see a little lay into, I don't even remember the guy's name who tipped it in, you know what I'm saying, to make it 99-97. Luka finds Finney Smith in the corner, goes baseline and lays it in. Got to be able to, that was Wright. I'm sorry. Finds Lorenzo Wright in the corner, and he goes baseline and lays it in. And here you go, Julius Randle barrels over Kristaps Porzingis, who tried to take the offensive foul. Didn't work. 101-99 Knicks, and the game is here. Here we go. Luka. Tim Hardaway in the corner. Misses. Followed up by Seth Curry. No one put a body on the little guy coming down the lane. First 2 points of the game, I believe that was, but Marcus Morris says, okay, I got this. And he knocks it down from three to put the Knicks up 104-101 with just a few seconds left in the game. Luka comes down, takes Frank Ntilikina to the basket, lays it in. It's 104-103. And now it's nervous time. This was nervous time for me because the Knicks are a horrible shooting free throw team. And when Frank went to the line, I was like, oh boy. Frank rattles it home. And when I seen him release his hands, I was nervous, guys. I was nervous, y'all, because it looked long. Then Frank calmly, coolly knocks down the second free throw. The Knicks are up 106-103. And for the most part, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there was a little drama down the stretch at this part because Seth Curry, the Knicks tipped the ball out of bounds. There was 0.8 seconds left, but the Knicks were able to keep hold of the game and take this one with them. Big shout out to the Knicks. Thank you to House of Highlights. And we'll go over those highlights once again a little bit later on, ladies and gentlemen. But big win by the New York Knicks. Really big win by the New York Knicks. We definitely needed that win. Regardless of what happens later on, it feels good to know that we swept the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? Now, this can't be the only team that we step up and play the way that we played tonight. Right? We gotta have this type of effort every single night, every single time we step on the floor. But I'm not complaining about it. I'm celebrating. Right? The last time that I got to celebrate was the last time the Knicks beat the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? So we got to celebrate tonight. We're gonna get a chance to celebrate. So look. I don't want to get into a whole bunch of bashing the Knicks about anything just yet. Of course, we're going to talk about some of the flaws of the game and those type of things. We're going to get to all of that stuff. Right? But right now, I just want to focus on the win. Tell me how you feel about the win. Right? And then we can get to everything else. We got some guys in the video chat. And I do want to let you know that we have 2 screens going tonight. All right, there's 2 screens going. You can check out the video chat.
Yo, Isaiah, if you can hear me, wave your hand.
You can listen to me, whichever one you want to. All right, the guys in the video chat, they'll be having
What's up, people?
They'll be having a conversation. You can do either or. All right, so take your pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. And the way that you do it, if you look down at the bottom of your screen,
I gotta figure out how to do this.
if you're on a laptop, if you're on a PC, down at the bottom of your screen, there's a little
You guys can see me and hear me?
You click on that briefcase and you can click between 2 different screens. All right, and you can listen to the guys in the video chat talk, or you can just listen to me, whichever one you want to. You let me know. It's up to you. you do what you do whatever tickles your fancy. All right, I'm gonna get to a couple of phone calls, and I'm gonna get to the video chat. Then we're gonna break down the box score and the game stats and all that kind of stuff. All right. Caller, you on live with Nothing But Knicks.
What's good, Sam?
What's popping with you?
You hear me, Sam?
Yeah, what's good, Sam?
I'm chilling, man. I feel good. How you feeling? How you feeling, man? Let me know.
I'm feeling great.
Yes, sir. Tell me what you seen in this game, man, that you really like. Besides winning, of course we won. Tell me what you liked about what you saw in this game.
Man, that Frank and Mitch combo, that's a beautiful combo.
From a defensive standpoint
they
or
set the tone defensively, man.
Okay. Nah, I'm definitely with you there.
I love them two together. Dennis came out to play. Those three guys, man, the game ball for me goes to those three dudes right there.
Okay. And let me tell you what. Mitchell Robinson's energy, I mean, it's just something that we were missing throughout, from the time that he was out. It's just something that we were missing. And it was apparent. You could feel it. You could see it. Just his energy that he brings, the energy that he brings to the game. You know what I'm saying? Even coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? He brings a different energy to the game, that the other guys don't bring. And you need it. You need it.
These four together, these four always have to play together in some type of combination. And for me, that's Frank, Dennis,
that boy Frank,
Taj, and Mitch. Those four right there, you have to find a way to get them on the floor, mix it up. I don't know how you do it, but
Yo, Isaiah,
you always gotta have those four.
I got you.
Forget Bob.
I can't hear you.
Those four.
Can y'all boys hear me?
When in the backcourt,
nigga, we can hear all y'all niggas.
The little
okay.
pick and roll game with the lob, where he penetrates. Frank could do it on the defensive end with Mitch.
I mean to call y'all niggas. I think you got two Latinos and a black guy. So it's cool. Yeah, I'm a Spanish dude, but it's
from the front and backcourt with those four guys.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt, man. I love it too, man. I love everything that I saw tonight. I mean,
you a rapper, Evergreen?
There's going to be parts of the game that have to be, they got to tweak. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love what you see from the Knicks tonight. They just, they played from the tip to the end with the type of energy that we've been asking for them to play with. You know what I mean? From the tip to the end, you gotta love.
Oh, yo, one last thing before you hang up. You know what I noticed? That today they got both New York teams on national television, right? So say if the Knicks would have lost to Dallas and then the Nets would have won, you know how crazy that would have been?
Got nuts. Yeah. Shit got crazy.
Without a doubt.
How ugly that would have been for us?
Not gonna lie to you.
Definitely. Without a doubt. I know how crazy that would have been, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That was my last thing, but I'm going. I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel you, man. The Knicks needed this one. They needed it big time. Appreciate the call, man.
Especially with the Nets playing right after them.
Yeah, exactly.
They set that up for the Knicks to look ugly.
Yep. Exactly. For the Knicks to look bad. That's how they do. Even at halftime, the Knicks are up 5 in the. They talk about the Knicks for 5 minutes on how the Knicks don't have an identity, which is true.
Nah, like 2 minutes. Right? Like 2 minutes. And then
2 minutes.
Shaq is sitting on them. Yeah, I know.
And then everything else was about Dallas and how special KP and Luka was going to be.
Yo, Mark, can you hear me?
They got to work overtime to rewrite everything.
Right.
They were saying it up the whole week.
Yo, can you hear me?
Talking about bringing back up old news about the trade, how they didn't do this, how they didn't do that. And now look, they ate their words. They're going to have to eat their words because we swept them.
Yo.
That's it. Hey, man, I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
All right, no doubt.
All right, peace. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We swept them. We swept the Dallas Mavericks. Very good win tonight for the Knicks. Let's take a look at some of the. Let's just take a look at some of the numbers behind the game. Again, there's two screens. You guys can check out both screens. All right. I'm sure they're having a conversation in the video chat right now, so you can check out the conversation in the video chat.
We're just looking at each other.
And then, you can come back and check out what I'm talking about.
I'm listening to the call.
So, I'm going to take a second, make sure everything is right. Okay, everything is good. You guys go ahead and join that. Check out in the video chat. See what they're talking about there. The Knicks tonight, again, they defeated the Dallas Mavericks 106-103. And let's break this game down, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm excited. And I know you're excited. The Knicks did it on the glass again against the Dallas Mavericks. They grabbed 53 rebounds. The Mavericks 44. The Knicks had 20 assists. I would have liked to see more assists, but hey, I'm
with the graph.
The Knicks had 6 steals, 2 blocks, 15 turnovers. They kept the turnovers down. They kept it, 15 ain't bad. The Knicks shot 44.7% and 43.3% from 3. And guess what? They made 81.8% of their free throws tonight. The Knicks made 80, might as well say 82% of their free throws tonight. And I'm going to tell you something, I was wrong. If you looked at my game preview before the game, I said, listen, I'm not going to say I was wrong, but I said, you can't expect that the Knicks are going to be able to hold Dallas to 42% shooting a game. Well, they did it. They held them to 42.9% from the field, 22.2% from 3. Although they got a lot of open 3-point shots, and I didn't like it. But they held them 22.2% from 3. Dallas shot 74.2% from the free throw line. Dallas did score 50 points in the paint. The Knicks scored 44. That's a lot of points in the paint, though. All right, that we gave up. Second chance points. The Knicks had 29 second chance points. They did a good job on the offensive glass tonight. Good job on the offensive glass. And you had to do it because you didn't want Dallas to get out on the break. And if you're a bad shooting team, you got to rebound the basketball. Dallas had 23 second chance points tonight. Neither team really had a lot of fast break points. The Knicks had 5 fast break points. Dallas Mavericks had 2.
This game.
All right, looking at the team leaders, the leaders of the game in points. Once again, Marcus Morris led the team in points. He's our leading scorer so far this season with 18 points per game. He had 20 tonight, and he hit what turned out to be the game-winning 3-point shot. He was solid, even through a bad shooting night. The guy was solid. You got to give him that.
Yeah,
Luka Doncic had 33 points tonight. Dennis Smith Jr. led the team, led the Knicks in assists. He had 8. Luka Doncic had 11. Marcus Morris led the team in blocks. He had 1. Kristaps Porzingis led the Mavericks in blocks. He had 3. In rebounds, Julius Randle led the team in rebounds at 10. And Kristaps Porzingis led the Dallas Mavericks in rebounds at 11. All right, those are your team leaders for tonight. Let's keep scrolling down. Looking at the benches, this is one area. If you look at my game preview, I said we had to win the battle of the bench. Our bench had to come and play. Take a look at the bench. The Knicks bench scored 52 points. Dallas, they scored 29. The Knicks bench had 22 rebounds. Dallas's bench had 15. The Knicks bench had 11 assists. Dallas's bench had 5. The Knicks bench, both benches had 3 steals. All right, the Knicks only had 1 block throughout the game. The Knicks bench only had 3 turnovers, while Dallas's bench had 5. The Knicks bench shot 53.8% from the field, 42.9% from 3. They made 67% of their free throws. All right, Dallas shot 38.5% and 16.7% from 3. All right, the Knicks bench did it tonight. We need them to come and do it every night. But of course, coming off the bench, you had some energy coming off the bench in Mitchell Robinson and Dennis Smith Jr. Some good energy coming off the bench. Good energy coming off the bench. Right. All right, now the Dallas starters outplayed the Knicks starters. They outscored us 74-54. The Knicks starters out-rebounded Dallas 31-29. Dallas had more assists. They had more steals. They had more blocks. They had less turnovers. The starters, that is. But their bench couldn't handle our bench. And that's okay. It's a team game. Every facet counts. It's a team game. Players of the game, the NBA players of the game, you see they got the fantasy scores up and all that kind of stuff, right? You got Luka Doncic and Dennis Smith Jr. And I'm so glad, I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am very glad that Dennis Smith Jr. was able to come back tonight and play a good game. Play a good game in the Garden. That's what I wanted. I wanted Dennis Smith Jr. to be able to come back and play a good game in the Garden. Okay, Luka had another triple-double. I mean, I'm giggling. It's just funny. He had another triple-double. He had 33 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 block, 3 steals, and 3 turnovers. Dennis Smith Jr. tonight, he had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. It was, that's a nice stat line for Dennis Smith Jr. He also had 2 turnovers, but I ain't worried about those 2 turnovers. All right, Dennis Smith Jr. shot 41.7% from the field. Luka Doncic shot 43.5% from the field. You see Luka's usage rate is 37%, and Dennis Smith Jr.'s was 21.4%. But I'm just glad that Dennis Smith Jr. was able to show up and show out at the Garden. You know what I'm saying? He had energy. He had some pep in his step. Obviously, he was playing his former team, and he wanted to prove to his former team that, hey, I can ball. You're missing out on something good here. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Dennis Smith Jr. Big shout out. And look, although I'm giving Dennis Smith Jr. props, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean I'm, not liking Frank. Frank's defense down the stretch of the game was pivotal. It was pivotal in that fourth quarter. Frank came out with 5 fouls, and he still played aggressive defense. You can't ask for much more than that. He was on the floor. He was tapping loose balls. He was scrapping and scraping for the ball. He didn't care if he fouled out. See, that's the team mentality that you've got to have to win basketball games, right? He wasn't worried about, I got 5 fouls, so I'm not going to play aggressive because I'm a foul out. No. He said, I'm going to play aggressive anyway. I'm going to play my style of play. This is how I play basketball. He was aggressive anyway. And it helps when you have a guy like Dennis Smith Jr. was playing well, because now he can do that, because he knows if I foul out, Dennis Smith Jr. is going to come in the ball. But I love the fact that Frank, down the stretch of the game, could still play aggressive. And Fizdale did a very good job, I thought, doing the offensive, defensive type of thing with Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. Thought he did a good job. Did a very good job, doing that offensive, defensive thing with Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina. Good team win overall. I hope that we can replicate this, but a very, very good team win. Very good team win, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I go live, drop a video, or post in my community section. So make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to get to some of the guys in the video chat. You know what I mean? And I do have 2 screens up, although these 2 guys not really talking to each other right now. Hopefully they're going to start talking soon enough so you guys can enjoy what's going on in the video chat. I'm going to come to Mark, though, and see what Mark's got to say. Mark, I hope you got your sound good, man, so people can hear you. You know what I mean?
Can y'all hear me?
Hope you got your sound good. Let me get to you. Go ahead, Mark.
How you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You sound good. Sound good. Sound good. Talk to us, Mark. Talk to us. Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
Listen, I got to sit behind Reggie Miller tonight, bro, watching that game close. Well, I actually snuck down there. But
yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I figured that already. Don't get yourself, you don't know who's watching. Don't get yourself thrown out the garden.
Let me tell you something. Watching that game, man, it was the same as the night in Dallas, man. And let me say something. Yo, listen. If we could play with a level of intensity, bro, we will look decent. And let me give props to Dennis Smith Jr. tonight. Let me give props to Marcus Morris once again for showing up because they was running the offense through him.
Uh-huh.
But when Mitch got in the game, the energy was it was different in the Garden.
Yes.
It was different. Yo, let me tell you, tonight, I ain't gonna hold you. I got it into with a family tonight, but I'll tell y'all later. But the energy in the Garden tonight, I swear, the Garden alone made us won that game. The Garden energy alone.
Yes. And look, I don't know if you got to watch my game preview, right? When I did the game preview, the first two things I said, one, the Knicks got to play with pride. Two, they had to feed off of the energy of the Garden because you knew it was going to be electric in the Garden tonight. They had to feed off of that energy. You know what I'm saying? They had to feed off of it, and they did that. They fed off the energy, man.
I've been to the Garden a lot. Tonight was like something I'd never seen before. Like the type of the stuff you should have heard going against KP. I felt bad for his just him walking the streets of New York, bro. It was brutal. Listen. Yo, honestly, bro, I don't think he deserved all that. Nah, after what I heard tonight, it was nuts. But if you would have told me Dennis Smith and Mitch, because they kind of changed the game, because the offense, when Dennis Smith was on the floor, it's a lot what Fizz wanted to run. He ran a lot of plays. Dennis Smith was running them. He wasn't thinking too much. He got to his moves such and such. But Sin, let me tell you the game changer. We hit our threes. And again, every time Dallas came back,
when we hit our threes, we're gonna win some games.
Knicks with a timely shot. So we played with intensity. We played like Jesus Christ. Let's say this one for Fizz.
Yeah.
I say this for Fizz.
So listen, here's one thing I want to say, because I want to get back to what you were saying about, the Garden, the crowd, and KP, right? In that first quarter, I feel like KP was a little bit shook. And you know what? He has the right to be. And when I say shook, I don't mean shook at the players, just a little bit.
He was quick. He was quick. I was watching him because, number one, remember when you said in the beginning of the season, he's still not in game shape, because when you watch him, he's moving slow, but he's moving. But he's not moving in game speed. Number two, he was just timid on his shots. It's like jitters, because the Garden was crazy tonight. I ain't going front. Anybody would have came in, anybody that would have left us, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
No, but here's the thing, right? This is what we need from the Garden.
Every night.
You need the crowd to shake the soul of other players in the Garden. That's what you need. You need the crowd to do that. Also, the players have to play with that type of energy. But if the players come out with that kind of energy and they're playing hard, when games are like this, the crowd will shake the confidence of opposing players. They will be nervous to come into the Garden because that energy.
Read me off the Knicks game stat, the whole overall game stat, please.
The game stat, you mean just the percentages?
From rebounds to field goals, from threes made, from turnovers.
Do it again. All right, we had 53 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, we out-rebounded them tonight.
Yep, 15 offensive, we need those. 38 defensive rebounds. We had 20 assists, 6 steals, 2 blocks, 15 turnovers. We shot 44.7% from the field, 43.3% from the three-point line.
There you go. That's what we won the game at.
But we also made 9 of 11 free throws.
Yeah,
we didn't shoot as many, but we made 9 of 11.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
81%.
Yo, tonight was magical, bro. It's like people think that I'm salty. I'm not salty. I enjoyed the win.
Don't get mugged, Guillermo. Don't get mugged.
Y'all got it. You know, 2-0. You know, I lost. I'll take my hits.
I don't know, Kareem. He's a tall black man.
Come here as a man.
They ain't mugging them. They gonna take that half from them?
And shout out to Marcus.
Nah, they're gonna take that.
He was the Rock tonight, man.
Like in a train station.
Boy was the Rock tonight.
Yeah, right. I'm looking in the YouTube chat, and I'm trying to find out who it was. Shambles said we should boo every star. Now think about this, right? If we made it a tradition, Knicks fans everywhere, if we made it a tradition that every time a star came into the Garden, we booed them like crazy.
Let me tell you what the changing point.
That'd be crazy.
Let me tell you what's crazy. If we didn't keep rooting, and you remember like when the game got close, it started to get shaky because the Knicks was just figuring out who's going to take the shot. And you know how we don't have much of an identity going through the end. If the Knicks fans didn't cheer for us instead of just like worried about things not going our way, bro, we could have lost that game. But the energy was just there tonight, bro. It was incredible tonight. It was incredible.
That's what we like to see.
But when we hit our shots too, we looked like a team. When we hit our shots, we look like a team. That's what separates a lot. Because remember, the threes we was taking, most of them was open. Some was contested. And they was just taking them. Like, when they got it, they shot it. They didn't think about it. So when we take quick threes, we have to get more possessions. That's what the Knicks got to do.
Yeah,
we
you got reception on the
ground.
We
got rebounds. We finished a lot in the paint tonight. That's another thing too.
He going on a tour.
Tonight was just the Knicks deserve to win.
And hopefully it's electric, and hopefully we were able to take this into the next game.
Yeah, that's what
we got to be able to do.
I just hope everybody bring the same energy for Charlotte.
Let me get to a phone call. Do me a favor, Mark. Make sure you spark some conversations in that chat. All right, because we got two screens going tonight. All right, so I want to make sure people that go and check out the video chat, I want to make sure that they listen to the conversations. So make sure you guys having some good conversations in that video chat. Let me get you a phone call.
Hold on.
Call it. You're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
I just got home, bro. Got home, right?
What's going on?
I was.
I'm good. What's up with you, brother? How you feeling?
130. Like the 130 section. Yeah, and then I got closer.
It was good. Yo, what's going on?
How much was that ticket?
What's going on, man? It's flying from the
What I paid?
Hold on, Mark. You at the game?
Yeah, so
yeah, I was at the game.
What's up? You got a comment? How you feeling about the game?
I paid what? I paid
yeah,
$350, I think.
I have a lot to say about the game. You know, most of you guys.
But I got to sit behind Reggie Miller. But bro, watching that game tonight, son.
Stuff that's going on with that happened with the game. I feel like one thing that you guys didn't have. Another reason why.
Not even that, son. He should have. The section I was in, you should have heard the racial slurs,
even though it's only 10 shots, but the fact that we only won 3, that was huge.
But hold on, racial slurs.
I can't believe, bro.
Yeah. Let me see. We shot.
Tell these dudes how.
Yeah, we shot 94 shots. They shot 84 shots. So we made like 8 more field goals.
He got the ball, right?
Yeah, he was on.
I said like the first quarter. The first quarter.
Look, the Knicks were playing. I don't want to say it. The Knicks were playing without fear.
He was timid, and the crowd was nuts because he got cooking in the second quarter.
They weren't playing as they weren't playing tight.
In the third quarter.
And that's what we need. You don't want them thinking about every single shot. You don't want them thinking about every single move. Dennis Smith Jr. in particular, he wasn't.
He got confident in the second and third quarter, bro. What are you talking about? It was the first quarter. We was
basketball practice. It was the end of the first quarter. I seen him come out in the second quarter, and he wasn't playing.
I don't want to hear he got a game shape.
Right? He was just playing the basketball game. Whatever happened, he was very decisive about what he was going to do. That's exactly what you need. I'm not trying to say like he's a dummy or anything like that.
He was thinking, bro, I know you're going to come down on me. I get it. I understand it. But he's out of game shape, bro. I seen the dude up close live, bro.
They're not going to perform. Absolutely right. I think that's one thing that I think with
Rick Carlisle,
he brought a lot of energy,
was
just like
running
Mitchell
mad
Robinson
pick and rolls
did.
with bum ass power.
Those
What are
points
you
that he
doing?
scored. I mean, it was a total team effort.
bro,
You can't
But y'all
overlook
got it
what
tonight.
Dennis Smith did.
Y'all got it tonight.
Don't Rick
Y'all got it
Today,
I'm not even gonna argue with y'all.
decision making and playmaking ability, whether it was scoring or passing the ball. I mean, he did have the Knicks
going out
Y'all won
Denver
tonight.
146.
It's a dude right on here, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, I
He'll
appreciate
be
the
in
call,
a
man. I got a
video
lot of
chat,
people to
right?
make sure I get to
And
everybody,
then
all right?
make a phone call too. When
Thank you, my man. Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks with a big win over the Dallas Mavericks at the Garden.
Y'all got it tonight, bro.
106 to 103.
Y'all got it
Big
tonight.
game,
I'm not even gonna argue.
especially
I enjoy
knowing,
His name is
we
Nick,
said
right?
this the last time,
Huh?
but especially knowing that we
Nick, right?
have some.
Who?
What do I want to say?
In the live chat,
when we have
call on the phone,
some
too, while he's in the live chat.
Oh, Nick G?
easier games coming up.
I think it'd be Nick.
If we
Yeah,
can say that,
yeah.
we have some easier games
Yeah.
coming up. It's a good win
Yeah,
to
y'all got it tonight, man. It was a
hopefully
good
boost
game,
our
bro.
confidence.
It was a good game.
So we can take it into this next game.
Mark,
We said that the last time that the Knicks beat the Mavs.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't work. It didn't happen. Hopefully
Not
it
even
happens
that,
this
bro.
time.
No, not even that.
I'm saying that we
I'm gonna
don't
tell you.
lose that
I
energy.
was watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Rick Carlisle, right?
We don't lose that energy.
He
Caller,
rides
you're on live
Luka
with Nothing
a
But
lot,
Knicks. What's
bro.
poppin'?
Like he
Now he does.
Hey, how you doing,
He-
man? This is Jason from Queens.
he just
How you
ride
feeling,
him a
bro?
lot. So when you look at
I'm
Dallas
fine.
offense,
What's up, Tim?
Yeah.
KP's like a rhythm
You
player.
like this
So
win
you have
tonight?
to get up
What
in the
do you
offense.
like
A
most
lot of
about
it.
this
Go
win?
look at the last 5 minutes
The
of
number one thing I really liked about this
Look at the last
game
5
was I
minutes.
felt like the Knicks were really
Yeah, go ahead.
connected defensively. I feel like watching the games that a lot of the hustle plays, the extra effort, those are the type of things that really make a difference in the game. Seems like a lot of times, the Knicks, like the all bounce the wrong way. Other team get the rebound that you're supposed to get. And I just really like the defensive energy that everybody puts forth. Tilakina was awesome. Dennis Smith Jr., even though he may not be shooting that great, I really liked that he was involved in the game.
He got
Making the
some
right plays.
some
Just
stopping
taking his
power.
time,
couldn't get the
staying within
You got
the
some
You said
offensive
Luka was
boundaries.
holding the ball?
Bro, when he
Like
had
the Knicks
the
were
ball in the
connected
perimeter, he couldn't make
defensively.
shit happen with a
Yes,
guy in front
yes,
of
and
him.
that's important.
Yeah, he was
When you say
missing
the
a
team
lot
is
of shots.
connected
He missed a lot of
How many
That is
shots he missed
super,
tonight? Because y'all
super
exaggerating it, bro.
Everybody take a lot of shots.
to be
Bro,
connected
Like the nigga went 1 from 11.
Yo,
Doncic was
when you're not
cooking.
connected defensively, like you always hear people say, you gotta move together like it's a dance or like you're on a rope. And when you don't and it gets broken, that's when open wide open
And
shots
if it
happen.
wasn't for
Now, there wasn't wide open shots
Doncic,
tonight,
it would have been way
but for the most
worse.
part, the Knicks
Doncic
played
had
pretty
3
good
straight
defense with a lot of
possessions.
hustle.
He had
And sometimes that
Okay, I
hustle,
know that.
just the hustle
It was
alone,
Doncic was cooking. When
can
KP
make
had the
up
ball
for
on the perimeter,
mistakes.
He couldn't do shit against
You know what I
Luka
mean?
with a guy in front of his face. He couldn't do shit,
Yeah, I
bro.
definitely agree, especially
see
when
how
you're playing a
Frank
team like
blocked the shot,
Dallas,
though?
who is
Yes,
a
and they
great
called a foul on Frank.
bad
And
shot
they called-
maker.
they
You
called-
know,
they
it
called
was
out 3
fantastic
full
when they hit
My
all the
man
big
Frank,
shots.
stay
There's
wild.
also a lot of
They called 3 full
opportunities
bullshit calls on Frank, bro.
in offense, transition. Because,
Yo,
when they
Frank's
miss,
defending
you know,
Frank.
you
Yo,
can
look,
take
look,
half
look.
court
So
shots
about
and
to
miss them,
Frank
and
about to
just-
link up with
Like, I just really thought the Knicks did a good job on the offensive and the defensive end,
Yo,
not
Frank
getting rattled, not getting
Porzingis
frustrated.
down last
Things
time.
didn't go exactly the way.
Porzingis.
And it just played very loose. And I thought that the
Listen,
team was
man.
really
Frank
tight.
locked that boy
Listen,
down.
man.
Also,
Listen,
I
man.
thought that the guys.
Listen,
Hey, yo,
man.
fellas, y'all want to hear
Y'all
something?
can have it. Y'all can have it
want to hear
tonight,
me?
but at the end of the
call,
day,
right?
I will win this trade.
But yo, Mark, check this out.
Have a good night.
It doesn't even matter.
But
Y'all win tonight. Y'all win. Y'all got it.
Look at the box scores.
Your team lost.
Wait, we'll get back to a couple of phone calls. Looking at the box score tonight, we'll start with Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith.
We're gonna be depressed.
He had 7 points. He was 75% from the field.
1 for 5.
Kristaps Porzingis, he had 20 points. He was 7 for 17 from the field.
Vinny
Shot
shoot the air ball, too?
41.2%.
He
I'm pretty sure KP wanted to have one of those monster type games, but the Knicks weren't going to let him have that in the Garden tonight.
Just like last game. What did
I
he do?
mean,
When
they weren't going to let him have it in the Garden
it skipped
tonight.
right from
Dwight
KP to
Powell,
set.
he
KP
had
didn't
12
pass that
points,
pass. He was supposed to
4
catch that
rebounds. Oh,
pass.
I'm sorry, KP also had 11 rebounds. Seth
let's
Curry,
not gas it.
his only 2 points
Yo,
in the game. It was coming down the stretch of that game where he got an offensive rebound and laid it back up. It was only 2 points.
Doesn't Rick Carlisle
hey,
look like
sometimes
he
it's
want
not
a cult or something like that?
how you score or how much you score, it's when you score.
Yo, Mark.
Those are 2 big
What's that dude name? He like
Luka
Yo,
Doncic,
Mark,
he
you
had a
see James
triple-double
Dolan
once
Who's that
again.
dude that had
He
the
had
cult
33
California?
Bro, he was ready to
10
fire
rebounds,
somebody if
11
we'd have lost
assists.
tonight.
Yo, Dolan
Max Maxi Kleber. He played 18 minutes.
He was like this. He was
much.
like this. Look.
Boban Marjanovic. I was calling Bogdanovic Marjanovic. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and in that first game,
you ain't see him like yo, pass the tray. He was like this.
Deion Wright, he had 4 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds.
But you know, Mark.
All right, let's take a look at what the Knicks did on the night.
Go, for real, right?
This is why this dude's mad at him. Why is it that DSJ?
Marcus Morris, he led the team scoring.
And he had his best game tonight. Fuck out of here. Dennis Smith didn't play like that. We don't lost. Fuck out of here.
Hitting from the field.
Now we had a bunch of players in double digits.
He was the one player that had the heart to say, "I'm taking it."
I'll be back in a sec.
And he knocked it down.
Yo, Mark, you ain't see me out there balling.
I
had like 16.
You know what I'm saying? He had the heart to tell everybody get out the way.
And then I woke up.
And I was a little bit nervous, like, oh, snap, what he about to do?
Oh, no. He read everything. No.
He read
everything. When he got on the floor, he did his work.
RJ Barrett,
I said it when I jumped on.
He had 8 points.
I said it when I came in. I said, give the game to Mitch and Dennis Smith because they changed the game.
Frank Ntilikina, he played 18
He was
minutes.
controlling it from time to
had 5
time.
points.
I give Dennis Smith that.
2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. I really love Frank Ntilikina's defense down the stretch of the game. He came in in that fourth quarter when Fizz was playing.
No, not you.
He was playing, offensive defense. Substitutions with Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr.
I ain't gonna front. That guard
and Frank
shit was nuts.
He came in with his 5 fouls and still played.
I got into an argument with the family.
Coming down the stretch of that game.
I got into an argument
Hustling
with the family,
on the floor, tapping away basketball. Because it's just great. You know what I'm saying? And then you recognize somebody's value.
KP did
he didn't have the function and assist and all that good stuff.
Was it the step back
His
3 in the corner?
Defense made a difference down the end of that game.
There was a step back 3
Dennis Smith
on the
Jr.
left, on the
had
right,
a good night,
corner.
a resurgent type of a night for Dennis Smith Jr. We hope that this is a springboard to the remainder of his season.
Don't talk to me like that, bitch.
He played 29 minutes.
Listen,
he had 13 points. He only shot 41.7% from the field, but we'll take it. We'll take it. You know what I'm saying? He had 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and how good was it for him to do it at the Garden?
Yo, Guamo.
His first time returning to the court at the Garden since the opener.
Guamo, tell me they wasn't running the offense through him.
Terrible.
He should have got paid $63 million.
And the fans were chanting for Frank Ntilikina. For him to come back.
Low-key, Randall should have
played well tonight at the Garden. I think it means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to other fans, and I'm sure it means a lot to Dennis Smith Jr. So big shout out to Dennis Smith Jr. Mitchell Robinson, he was a ball of energy tonight. 16 points, 7 for 8 from the field.
The game was tied right there.
Shot 2 free throws. He made his 2 free throws. He had 8 rebounds and 1 block. He even advanced the ball up the floor.
They held their whistle on that.
So big shout out to Mitch for that. He even advanced the ball up the floor.
The one where Randall lowered his shoulder and KP went back.
It's okay. It's not going to be your night every night.
That was an offensive foul.
Played his role. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds. Damian Dotson. We're going to talk about all of these guys. We're going to go down and talk about these guys. Because I like
they couldn't know. Let me tell you what most of those guys came. They came from freaking Boban, bro.
Big shots.
They couldn't hold Boban.
For us during this game.
Nah, but
he had 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shout out to my man Chester for the super chat. He said, let's talk about Damian Dotson. We're going to talk about Damian Dotson.
I ain't gonna front.
I got another super chat I want to shout out as well. As soon as I get that name, I'll get it up there.
Son, I ain't gonna front.
Wayne Ellington, Ignatius Rodriguez, I
still won that.
But we can't argue about who did and did not get me.
There wasn't some fine.
And my Knicks still won. So none of y'all gonna turn me. None of y'all not making me mad. I had a great time, bro. I had my jersey on. I stood tall. I stood tall in the Garden. One man, one bandstand. That's all.
That's the important.
Because what I said.
Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Bro, let him go, bro.
Nah, I went to defend my man. I wanted to defend my dog.
Bro, he don't love us no more.
I watched a little bit of the game in the
We
fourth
lost
quarter.
tonight. It's all good.
I'm happy to see Dennis Smith Jr.
You a Dallas fan now?
Yeah, you're a
Nah, I'm just not.
Still got a lot of
I'm
work
just a
to do.
KP fan. I like watching.
Just the only concern I have.
KP about to be in the G League soon, bro.
Yo, and Luka, my first time seeing Luka, that nigga is much faster, much
stronger. What lineup he wants to play going forward? Because Dennis
he's strong.
Pretty good game. I mean, is Dennis basically like good
that
defense?
boy got to his spots whenever, however, whenever he wanted to.
And Frank was shutting him down.
Now he took him in the last. He took him in the last.
He can do it like only way he got.
The coach, I'm glad he got a decent one. You know, I've been dragging him basically all this year.
Yeah, can't do it by yourself, man.
Let me tell you something. When the Knicks when they allowed Frank to but they went into press.
I kind of believe that everyone either has a masterpiece.
And they ran the zone fine. Shit,
so
you didn't get killed on those zones.
This year he makes his masterpiece with his team. So I'm just trying to be
Tonight was a good
positive
game,
about
though.
it.
I enjoyed it.
It's stuck with this guy.
Yeah, because you know what they started doing, right?
Basically,
Once some 3-point shots wasn't thrown, they started
I agree with
scoring
you.
in the paint.
You know, everyone does have a masterpiece.
The Knicks made their threes tonight. That's what separated them.
When is it going to come out? There's some people who it comes out real early in their careers or whatever they're doing, and some people it
I hate that shit
takes
because the
time,
next game you want them to win.
Build up to that masterpiece.
Like,
So let's hope that this season can be that masterpiece for Coach Fizdale. It's starting off rocky, but tonight,
yo, I was in the
he did
crowd.
very well tonight.
I was in the crowd. I was
think he did
like,
well tonight.
look at this shit. They running all
Yeah,
this
definitely. You know, it's like
You might as well give him $63 million.
That's what they should run into, though.
It's just, you know, it was
He
just really
hit every.
surprising
I
that
ain't
he's
gonna
never
front.
been
I ain't
able
gonna front Grandma.
figure out
Remember when they tied up? I think it was like 87, 87. The Knicks hit
But he finally
every
did.
timely shot.
Like
every shot
finally did. I felt
that
like
was
a few
needed.
games
The
ago.
Knicks hit it.
But then when he finally figured out like the optimal starting lineup,
If you look at the last 5 minutes of the game, it looked like the same thing in
played
Dallas.
him like, you know,
But Frank didn't hit the shots. It was
very
Morris
long
that
in
hit
the
the
second
shots.
quarter for like he'll play them like maybe 8 minutes in the second quarter
And they hit
together.
them free throws.
And then he'll play them like,
But we
you
didn't
know,
go to the line. We didn't go
another
to the
8
line more than
minutes,
10 times.
like
So they
let's
better
say
hit those
8
4 minutes to go in the third quarter
81%.
into like
I ain't gonna front. Mitch
basically with 7
caused
minutes to go in the fourth
energy.
quarter.
That 16
That's
points
where like the
was
game
needed.
is going. Like we've been losing the game a lot.
He was rolling hard.
And everybody,
you home already, nigga?
Dennis Smith was giving up the ball.
hopefully he gets the second lineup figured out. Hopefully he kind of sticks with.
Oh man, we got Tony in here
but
today.
hopefully
Yo,
he
Mark
finds
Albert
something
is,
there
yo,
that
he
misses
is
Hey, Tony,
great from the
Frank Gross on the
microphone.
defensive end.
Huh?
Yo, Corey
And hopefully
Brewer.
Dennis Smith Jr. can stay in front of his man going
Yo,
forward.
Corey
Hopefully,
Brewer.
I think we'll have something a
He
little
wild
better.
around.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be good.
So, all right, let's talk about Mitchell Robinson for a minute. How do you feel
Corey
about
Brewer.
Taj Gibson starting, even if he only plays 15 minutes? Taj
Corey
Gibson
Brewer,
starting,
Tony,
and
Corey
then
Brewer.
Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, Mitchell Robinson obviously is a very talented player.
That nigga know he like Corey Brewer right now. Nigga, all he need is
This
that
trap is wild
When
hype.
you said it, I think you said it like in the summertime. I disagree with you.
Yo, I swear to God, if we get blown up by the horse,
This
I'm
dude
done.
just stay the summertime.
To tell you the truth. I mean, he's got a lot to learn. He's just a
Bro, you
very
reaching right
talented
now,
raw
Corey.
player. And right now, he's just going on talent and great instincts. And I do think, you know, he can learn a lot by just sometimes sitting down, watching like Taj Gibson, like, you know,
I got hit by a
do it,
car, man.
always in the right place, you know, telling everybody else what, you know, the right thing to do, at least when he's able to. So, I mean, he's definitely got a lot to learn. And, you know, with the way Taj Gibson is playing, I don't mind starting Taj, you know, and then Mitchell could come off the bench.
Nah, that was perfect though, man. Because you have
very
Frank,
efficient,
Frank foul out,
very
and you put
effective.
Mitchell. At least you
Even
got
at
somebody
age
defensive
34.
in that all time.
So I definitely don't mind it.
That was
Yeah,
smart.
and there's so many little
Mark,
things
what
that
happened
Taj
with this
Gibson
family?
does that Mitchell Robinson can learn from. You know, one, starting with setting screens, right? Taj Gibson does a really good job setting screens. Mitch has a little bit to learn in that area as far as setting screens. You know, but Taj, that's something that Taj Gibson can teach him. He can see Taj Gibson do it. You know, someone can sit next to him on the bench and point it out and say, hey, you see the way he just set that screen? This is how we need you to set the screen. You know, little things like that he can pick up by watching Taj Gibson play sometimes. You know,
Yo, Guamo, you know what the Knicks did today?
I like it. You know,
They
I
was
like it
setting
because Mitch can come in. Mitch already plays with energy. He can come in and play with
They
energy.
was setting
And he
screens.
doesn't have the pressure. You know, one day, obviously, he's going to have to deal with that pressure. But he doesn't have the pressure of okay, I'm the starting center. I can't foul. I can't do this because who's going to come behind me?
Mitch was giving some good screens.
Mitch
kind of ease him into it. I mean,
actually, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Versus just stay on the perimeter.
Well, so the other thing I think people tend to forget, like back in the day, I don't know. These days things are like way different, but back in the day, I remember Sean Kemp. People forget Sean Kemp.
And another thing, he was going against Dallas, so he got his juices.
So a lot of times, like these young players, they just have a lot to learn. If you don't know how to play the game, sometimes
you know what got me tight? There was one play. I think RJ was open and he was yelling for it. He was clapping for it, and he was dead open. And then Dennis went the other way, and then took a bad shot.
In the beginning,
right. And that's what it is. I mean, Pascal Siakam, he came off the bench his first 2 years in the league. His first year, he started like 38 games. His second year, he only started 5 games. His third year in the league, he's a full-time starter. Now,
the best Knicks
you
game
see
I
what he
ever
is. And, I mean, he's 25 years old now, too. But you see what he is. So, you got to let these guys go ahead and grow naturally. But, hey, my man, I appreciate the call and the conversation, man.
I seen Melo score 62.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Yeah. I seen Melo score.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, give me a call, 516-405-2246. A lot to get to tonight.
They about to wave his ass in 10 days.
I want to talk about Damian Dotson. I want to talk about, we talked about Mitchell Robinson. I want to talk about Elfrid Payton and where he's going to fit in when he does get back.
He about to be with Joe Johnson.
We'll see how that's going to work out. All right. And I want to talk about Marcus Morris. And
we played on emotions.
Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
The crowd won it for us tonight.
Yo, what's going on, bro? JJ, how's it going, man?
What's good with you, brother? I'm chilling. How are you?
KP sucks chant got to
good, man.
It was more than that.
I was at the game, man.
More than
crazy,
that, bro. They called him asshole.
Never heard in an arena that loud.
You had people around me saying some racial
Oh my God! Some of the stuff I can't even say.
Bro, it was
not bad.
They was calling him rapist.
I don't want you to repeat it. I don't even want you to repeat it. I know what fans was doing tonight at the Garden. I know exactly what they was doing.
So, you don't call nobody rapist, boy, if it ain't rape nobody.
Yeah, one person got kicked out. It was a little too much.
Bro.
Like, they were kicked out.
Anything goes in New York, man.
Yo, that shit was
a little too much for my liking. One couple people. But,
like, it was like
emotions will do that, but
that one.
I mean, I never heard an arena that loud before, that I've been at least. It was that nuts.
Shorty lied.
Still hype, man.
Shorty lied on dude.
And if we get into the playoffs, imagine what it is if we get into the playoffs.
This is a 2-9 team. You would have thought it was like, game 7 was like it was that crazy, man.
The second half, that ass. The way he was looking, he won the win, but he was
always say every game.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah,
you can cut the tension with a knife.
But I hope we could play like this.
That's what you can cut the tension with a knife. That's how much energy was always in the Garden, man.
Yeah, man. That's all I want to do.
It's crazy. This game was louder than probably some teams' playoff games. It's crazy that sound. You know what I mean? Like you would have thought it was a playoff game. Like no. I mean, obviously a lot of it was because of the emotion and obviously KP.
They left Dennis Smith to
the hyenas in New York. It's a great win, like last time versus Dallas. The next game, what happens? Like, we can't lose on Saturday by 20 to Charlotte. Like, let's continue this and keep winning, man.
Dennis Smith played hard.
You can't have another letdown.
He played hard. You know what? No, Dennis Smith was wild to me. Like,
everyone feels another win. We're playing Charlotte. Like, we already lost to 2 teams with, mediocre records by 30 points.
Breaking news, Joe.
So I just want to continue this and just, obviously the arena won't be like this every game, unfortunately, or the players won't be this pumped up every game. I wish they were, and I wish it wasn't like that. It's just the reality.
It's their job to pump themselves up every game.
Let me say something.
They should. Like, why can't they? Obviously, there's more emotion because it's KP, and the Garden gave them, emotion. And but like, just play hard like this every night, man. Dallas is a good team. You beat them twice.
I kind of got soft over the years.
Bro, but I ain't gonna
lie. There's no reason we shouldn't beat Charlotte, and then I think we play Cleveland again.
It's all good though.
Let's give them
we play Charlotte, then we play Cleveland.
Y'all have every
we play Charlotte, we play Cleveland, and then we have a tough schedule.
Y'all had every right. I acknowledge it. I can't. Listen.
No.
I could have not
we win those 2, beat Charlotte, and get payback versus Cleveland. Hey. Yeah.
And then y'all could have killed me the next time I came back on this chat. Where were you, Mark? Where were you on this chat, Mark?
Man.
Listen, I came to the podcast. I said Dallas was going to get these 2 wins. They didn't. Knicks
Let me
won.
ask this next
Y'all
caller.
proved me wrong. So y'all can shit on me. Go ahead.
Obviously, leading up to this game, there's a lot of stuff going on with David Fisdale, Scott Perry, Steve Mills, and all that stuff. A lot of stuff going on. So my question
Now,
to
you know what I mean?
is
Next night, no, watch this.
Did this
Next
win
night, Dennis Smith don't
save
duplicate
Coach
someone of this game.
Fisdale's job?
Tomorrow, I'm going to annihilate
How
his
long
ass.
did it
I'm going
extend
to
his
cook his
job?
ass.
So I'm going to say, even if the Knicks just played well, even if we
Yo, this
lost,
chat
and
is
we played
going
well,
wild, crazy over this
Fisdale would have been. I think he would have been okay.
Look at this shit.
If the
Angie
Knicks
don't want to come in
had the
chat
same
no more?
energy,
He got bigger?
Yeah, I don't see him no more.
Luka hit a shot down the stretch to win the game or whatever.
Nah, he just
been okay.
he loved
So
talking.
do you think
Like he loved talking when the Knicks win?
Obviously, it
and stop trying to joke on
extends.
people.
It extends it.
Why you don't come to chat
The Knicks can continue to play well. It'll continue to
ask him that.
extend it. But do you think it saved it? This win right here, did it save his job?
Yeah, they killing him.
Did the Knicks step up for Fisdale, or did they step
It's
up
all good.
simply out of pride for
How many games
themselves
is there?
and
This
because
is what-
KP was in town?
There's 70 more games, bro.
All right, but let's start off with Fisdale.
good.
We're gonna start off with that one right there.
I
All
know
right,
you
caller,
loved
you
it
on live with
tonight,
nothing but
Guam.
Knicks.
It's all good.
What's popping, man? Tell me.
No.
Did
I know
this
you love when
win
Paul
save
was struggling,
Fisdale's
taking
job?
quick shots. That first quarter, I know you was smiling the whole time.
What's up with you, man? Did this win save Coach Fisdale's job?
Man, honestly,
rubbed me the wrong way, man.
Nah,
you said that Dallas was shooting what? They shot what tonight?
Did you read the Brian
They
Windhorst
shot like 42%,
ESPN
42.8,
fucking,
42.9%.
article today?
Yeah, man, you
about
know
the
what?
Knicks?
I think it
Is
did.
Steve Mills?
Just because
You have to read that.
as bad of a coach
They
as
had that.
Fisdale is,
You remember the
he's
night
doing something on the offensive side. You know,
I think when
he's
Dallas
pumping
came
them
in.
up, bro.
I'm not sure
Yo, can you
what
hear me?
date it was.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It was
Listen.
before January.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
fucking
I don't know. He's
Steve
doing
Mills.
something. I think it did. You know, I love
And,
what I saw against
thing met
Brent
up-
tonight.
Met up before the
You know,
game.
dude's consistent on
and was
that
talking
end.
about the trade before the
And
interview.
Fucking, excuse me. I'm happy for
No, not
Dennis
Mark Cuban.
Smith.
Donnie
They
Walsh.
got used tonight.
No, Donnie Walsh.
So yeah, I think
Before the
it is,
Dallas
you
game.
know, if anything, Steve Mills
Okay,
is
so
the guy
you
who's
know
got to
when
go
people
first.
said
He's not gonna go.
You know?
when they went into the meeting the day of him getting traded,
Steve, a lot of people
that he called for a trade.
always, they're calling for Steve Mills.
It was nothing like that, bro. They had a
his
meeting
job, because
before
he's
the
been the one
game of
common
that night when we
denominator
played
with
Dallas
everything
and was
going on with the
discussing
Knicks
the
for years and
trade
years and years and years.
before the meeting.
Right.
So when they
James
got into
Dolan
the
is the
meeting,
kind of guy
KP
that likes to
found
have
out.
somebody.
He found out he was getting traded. And then that's when he asked for the
where he
trade.
has an
Because he
ear.
found out the
Right?
Knicks
Somebody
was
there that
trading
can
him
be his eyes and ears. I don't think
before
you're
the
going to
meeting.
see.
He didn't go into the meeting
I don't think you're gonna
asking for
see
the trade. He went into
Steve
the
Mills
meeting
go
to tell them,
anywhere.
yeah, I
That's
know
just-
You think
that you guys was trying to trade
Fisdale's going to
me.
leave before
You
Steve
trying to
Mills
trade
does,
me.
and then it's up to
And that's when he
Mills
asked for the
to
trade.
find a replacement,
It was
you
the
know?
other way around, like I was saying.
Listen,
Go look it up.
I hope
Brian
that things
Windhorst.
turn around and
Yeah, check it
Fisdale
out.
does not lose
It
his
was
job.
before he
That's
went to
what
the
I hope,
meeting.
that things turn around.
He didn't want to go.
He
It
gets
was the
together.
fact that
But
they
whatever
had a deal.
happens,
They had a deal.
Steve Perry, I don't think is going anywhere. You know what I mean? That's James Dolan. That's his guy. That's his guy.
I'm not listening to
So you
Allen.
don't
He's
see any
being
big
paid by the
changes
Knicks.
going
I'm
on
not
this year,
listening to
right?
no one that's being paid by the fucking Knicks.
I'm not gonna say
Stop
that.
the trade.
Protect each
I'm not
other.
gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I don't
He
see
can't
anything
say that.
going on. I'm gonna say that everything's gonna depend on how
Yeah,
this
but the
team,
Knicks are that
and
bad,
not
bro.
just wins and losses,
really-
but how they
You can't have it
perform.
both ways, man. You can't say that.
But Brian Windhorst,
You just never know
he's
with
not gonna-
James Dolan.
Listen,
You
he's
know
not
what I
known for
mean?
lying in his
He's a
this is
knee-jerk
actual
reaction type of guy.
facts, bro. He went around and got actual facts.
We haven't heard much from him
They
though
traded
these
him.
past couple of years, which has been good, I guess.
That's why, think about this, Green. Think about this.
But
Why did that trade
I do
happen
believe that he
after
was the guy
5
who
minutes
prompted
after
that
the
press
meeting?
conference.
And it happened like this. Trades don't happen like that unless you was
I think
talking.
he was the guy who he had a conversation with them.
before.
But
I
Joe,
guess
but that's
halftime of
what I
that
was
game,
saying, Mark.
maybe
What you
and
saying
however
makes
I don't know how
sense,
long the conversation was.
bro,
He had a
that is
conversation
ahead.
with them, and then the next day had another conversation with him on that Monday, the Monday after the game. Had another conversation with him. I guess this conversation then came out of the meeting believing that
partying that night.
if we
and listen, Mark
show
Cuban wanted him
progress,
for 2
our
years.
jobs are safe.
Go look back in the records. He wanted Porzingis for 2 years.
Every owner is going to have
when
some
I was
kind
saying
of a
he
say.
did not, you couldn't tell me this kid
Right,
that's coming from Latvia.
that's
to
only
But
live
it's got to
in
be
New
for
York
the
City,
better of the team, right?
being
in
the
the
face of
future.
the Knicks,
This
about to
dude
get
doesn't know what he's
paid.
doing on that.
About to get the
that
Knicks didn't want to
aspect.
pay him.
Right.
Period. That's what it was.
You
They didn't want to give it to him.
That's going to happen.
And that's okay. No, Mama, that is okay. If you don't want to pay him, that is okay.
Hey, I appreciate the
I think it's because it's ACL.
Yeah, I appreciate you, son. Yo, I love the innovative, thing that you're doing with the split screen. I love the show, man. Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You heard, Mark?
All right,
What
bro.
you got?
Yes, ladies
You
and
think it was
gentlemen,
due to
there
the
is
ACL
a
injury?
split screen, like my
Yeah,
man
it
said.
was that, bro.
All right, there's two screens going on. You can listen to the guys in the video chat. Now I'm going to be at the video chat soon enough, so I can, talk to some of these guys. I know they want to get on the show.
Yeah, but
You can listen to those guys have a conversation. They're having the conversation right now. I don't even know what they're talking about right now.
I just want that rumor to say
if
that
one of you
he
guys
goes-
that's in the
no,
video
it's the other way
chat,
around.
can just kind of
Basically,
put
they gave him
in the
no-
YouTube chat
they
what you're
gave him
talking
no,
about. You know what I mean?
ability
It might entice some people to come on
to
over
not
there.
say,
If you're on a
trade me.
laptop, if you're on a computer,
what I'm saying? It's
and
just
you
like,
go
trade
down
me.
to the
I found
bottom
out.
of your screen,
be gone,
you take
so
your
trade
mouse
me.
and
So guess what?
over down the
When
bottom
Steve
of your
Mills went on
screen,
that
you'll see a little
PR stunt throughout the whole summer.
briefcase
He wanted to leave.
that has two arrows.
what
If
he's
you
doing
click on
with
that
Fizz there.
briefcase, you'll be able to
Protecting
choose
his
if you want to see the video chat or if you want to see, you want to listen to me.
He did what he
All right,
did
so
in
go
the
ahead and
summer.
check that
what
out.
he
It's fun.
did
And I'm also going to
just
put
now with
a
throwing
link
Fizz on
in the
his bus like
YouTube
that.
chat so you can check
After
out.
having that press conference.
For
Save his
those
ass.
who are on mobile,
Because what's going on right now in the Knicks organization,
you can't do it on a mobile
Dolan
phone. If those
was
who are on
like,
a mobile,
get this
I'm
shit
going to put
straight,
a
or I'm
link to the
firing you
chat,
guys.
and then you guys
simple as that.
can check it out as well. All right.
Simple
Yeah,
as
we're
that.
trying to be innovative and do a
I
lot
read
of
that
stuff
article
here.
back in front today.
All right, so I just put the link in the chat. You
Back
can
in
check
front.
that out.
And
All right, the Knicks
Steve
tonight,
Mills, it was
ladies and
him.
gentlemen.
Him.
And I'm going to be coming to
I'm not
the
trusting
to
Steve
the
Mills
video
for
chat
20
in
years.
just a minute.
Fuck outta here.
But the Knicks
gonna tell me a
defeated
Lafayette
the
kid
Dallas Mavericks.
Don't want to play in New York City. Was about to
They
get paid
defeated the
to live
Dallas
in New York.
Mavericks at the Garden, and it was electric. So if
The
you're just
Europeans
joining
love
and you
New
didn't
York,
get a
bro.
chance to see the game, if you didn't get a chance to see the game, I don't know
favorite
what
city
you were
in the
doing. I
world.
hope it was something really, really good.
But
if you missed
know
the
what?
game,
It
because
is
it
what
was
it is. Boys
the game was
gone.
electric.
Well,
A lot
y'all
of
got the
energy
truth
in the
for
building.
whoever want to read it and not be blind by
Right,
it.
so if you missed this game, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you because you shouldn't have missed this game.
Man, I'm so sorry for
this is the game that you wanted to see.
And watch the rewind.
Right? A lot of energy in the building. Kristaps Porzingis
No way you
came
have a
to
trade
town
up like
and listen.
that. Dude get traded 5 minutes after
Luka
the meeting.
Luka
That's nuts.
Doncic, he had a triple-double once again tonight.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mark.
He did his thing out there on the floor with a triple-double.
No surprise.
Dennis Smith Jr., he came and he showed out tonight.
That was my
He
biggest
did what
gripe.
he was
No, that
supposed
was
to
my
do out
biggest
there
gripe
on the
about the
floor.
whole trade
So
thing
big
is
shout
that
out to
when
Dennis.
people say
Everybody
he didn't wanna be
on
there.
the Knicks
Bro,
came
it's
to
the other way
play.
around. Steve Mills duped y'all again.
Everybody on
Just
the
like
Knicks
he
came
duped
to
y'all in
play.
that press conference
Let's take
the
a
other day.
minute, ladies
A lot
and
of people
gentlemen.
don't
Let's
realize what he
do
did to the
a
Knicks
quick recap of the
organization.
game.
He hurt us.
Check this out.
He hurt us.
Big shout out to House of
Just you wait.
Hoops.
Just you wait.
All right, for the highlights, you guys know
When it comes to
House
free
of
agents,
Highlights. I said House
he
of Hoops.
hurt
Big
us.
shout out to House of Highlights.
What kind of
And you
shit
see,
is
man,
that?
there was energy right from the
You can't
beginning of
do
the
that
game.
by Steve Mills.
You
Yeah,
see
that
Taj
was retarded.
Gibson
Him and
lose the
Scott
ball,
Perry.
but Julius
If
Randle
Scott Perry didn't
follows
say
it up.
nothing,
Julius Randle had
Scott Perry
17
stood
points
there.
tonight.
He looked like
To
a
KP,
doja.
to Luka. And Luka down low to
everybody knows that
number seven. Number 7 lays it in. Luka had
He's a fucking
11
Say you
assists
good work
tonight. You see
and
RJ
Johnson
Barrett
play
get
your
into the lane and lay it in. RJ
Dude
Barrett
is a
had 8
parasite,
points.
dog.
Didn't have the best shooting night, but he
He
had
got
8
it. He's
points.
been here too
Luka
long,
again
man.
with the ball up at
Yeah,
the
he's a
top of the
parasite. He
key.
getting paid
Gonna go
$12
for
million
his. Luka
to do a bad job.
gets the foul, puts it in. Luka had 33 points.
I'm in the wrong business.
That's a
man.
tough guy to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt about it. Marcus
Look at
Morris.
his job with the
Marcus
NBA.
Morris didn't have the best shooting night tonight. Julius Randle follows it up with a little baby fadeaway jumper. Dennis Smith Jr., he came in with some energy. It was good to see him back to form. Dips it off to Mitchell Robinson for the dunk. Mitchell Robinson, that's one dunk. We're going to keep counting those. Dennis Smith Jr. in the lane. Nice little body work. Lays it in. Dennis Smith Jr. had 13 points on the night. He was actually the NBA player of the game. Luka Doncic behind the back pass to, I'm not even sure who that is. I think that's Tim Hardaway Jr. Yep, that was Tim Hardaway Jr. who knocks down the three.
Yo, that was a win situation on that press conference. That was like
Damian
really...
Dotson, he had a good game. He played well defensively, gets the steal, goes coast to coast, lays it in. Dennis Smith Jr. with the clock running down, pulls it up.
I said, just when you think
Bang,
we take a
knocks
step
it in.
forward, we take
You know what I
50
mean?
million
Hey,
steps
if
back.
Dennis Smith Jr., man, can come and bring what we thought he could bring, he can help change this season for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson comes out.
For the players. He threw the coach under the bus.
Big Marjanovic gets the rebound and lays it back in. He was big in the first half for the Dallas Mavericks because he's just a big boy to deal with. Again, Marjanovic finds Luka on the cut, lays it in.
Was saving his ass.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big guy to deal with. And he can pass, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one thing about him. Again, Marjanovic down in the post. The Mavs had 50 points in the paint tonight. Right? The Knicks had 44 themselves, but the Mavs had 50 points in the paint. Out to Tim Hardaway Jr. with the shot clock at 7 and knocks it down.
Oh, you reading it, bro?
The Knicks up 30-28 at this point. Dennis Smith Jr. with the screen for Mitchell Robinson. Boom! That's number 2 for Mitchell Robinson. Keep count with me, ladies and gentlemen.
They lost?
Because Mitchell Robinson's going to get a few of them on tonight. Dennis Smith Jr. gets the ball to Marcus Morris. Bang, that won't be the only 3 that you see from Marcus Morris tonight. Trust me.
Yo, bro, he did
all right, trust me on that one. Dennis Smith Jr., Tim Hardaway Jr., too many juniors. Missed the free throw, followed up by KP.
I fell asleep on his stream the other night.
All right, at the top of the key, KP gets the ball off to, I'm not even sure who that is. I can't see the number. Can't see who it is. But anyway, he goes to the basket and lays it in. You know, I only know Nick guys. You know me. Mitchell Robinson gets the ball over to R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett in the lane. Bam! That's number 3. Mitchell Robinson.
Listen, if we go on a 10 game,
Mitchell Robinson shot like 87% from the field or something because all of his shots were at the rim.
Let me see Luka. They wanted this game more than anything.
Finds KP.
Yeah.
KP knocks down the little mid-range jump shot.
Bro, this team is so annoying.
All right, KP, he had 20 points on the night or whatever he had. KP down the lane. Now listen, you can't let that guy just run the lane and score on you.
It was crazy.
I don't care who you are. You can't let it happen.
It was crazy.
Luka finds Marjanovic in the paint once again, who lays it in. That is a big dude and a tough guy for anybody to handle, much less a skinny Mitchell Robinson.
When Morris hit that 3, I couldn't express myself the way the
R.J. Barrett goes to the lane. Mitchell Robinson catches his, I think that's the 4th one. I think I lost count. Catches another one, though, ladies and gentlemen. Right, you see R.J. Barrett, bam, with the right hand. And I'm dedicating that one to Stephen A. Smith. Because he's always telling R.J. Barrett to show him the right hand. Well, he's just showed you the right hand. And then, once again, Dennis Smith Jr. to Mitchell Robinson. I think that's about 5 of them in the first half. 5 alley-oops to Mitchell Robinson in the first half. Man, I'm going to tell you, if this becomes a staple of the offense, watch out. Julius Randle knocks down the 3. It's 57-48 Knicks coming down the end of the 3rd quarter.
Come on, Jim. Yo, did y'all see Barrett with the spin off?
He tries to get the foul.
Yo, Guamo,
actually, he did get the foul.
I appreciate you the other day when you came in the chat like, yo, Sim, you can't be doing that when you got people waiting in the chat, man.
Crafty personified. KP goes to the cup off the screen and roll, gets the dunk. And you see the Knicks right now with KP in the corner. He steps back, bam, knocks it down. It's 63-58. Knicks are up in the 3rd quarter. Right, Julius Randle finds Taj. Taj goes, takes it in the paint strong, lays it in. I like Taj Gibson in the starting lineup with Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. I just like the energy that we get with Mitch coming off the bench.
I'd have just banged it on him.
All right, you see,
I'd have just banged it on him.
On the fast break, the Mavs get a couple of fast break points. I think they only had like 2 or 3 on the night. Dennis Smith Jr. He had energy tonight. He follows it up with the big dunk. You know, to keep the electricity in the garden going. That guy, KP.
Yo, Gilbo said, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I
just got all work, yo.
But listen, he got booed all night long. And I think it shook him in the first half. I really did. Bobby Portis knocks down the 3 as the Knicks are up 77-70. You see Luka getting the screen, going one-on-one. It's going to be tough for Mitch to stop him out there in the paint.
Kareem.
Mitch can play defense, but it's tough for him to stop Luka out there.
And
Damian Dotson with a big 3
come out of the wilderness
to help
and he gets
extend the
30
lead for the
minutes
Knicks.
every show.
Because
Damian Dotson played some good, valuable minutes tonight on the defensive end and offensive end. Then all of a sudden, Luka finds a spot. He gets comfortable from the spot. All right, so he knocks one down there. Julius Randle fumbles his way to the basket.
You know what it is,
looks
right?
like he fumbled his way to the basket. Puts that one in. Knicks up 87-81. Luka finds that spot again. Knocks it down. 87-84 now.
You can't look bad when people
the game is getting
out
tight. End of the third. Bang. No.
So you being watched by
Porzingis follows it up. It's 87-87 at the end of the third quarter. The game is tight. The Knicks, who had a double-digit lead, let the Mavs back in. Neither team scored until about 10 minutes into the fourth quarter, 89-87.
What'd you say, Guamo?
Dennis Smith Jr. finds Julius Randle, and then
we just watched.
Who was that? Tim Hardaway Jr. goes to the basket. All these juniors, man, I get tongue-tied.
Sweating in that game.
All right, let me get a senior in there. Morris Senior knocks down the mid-range. Yeah, that's better.
What you was drinking, Peter Colada?
Again, Dallas comes back.
Son,
and big Marjanovic follows it up. It's 92-92. The game is tight. Julius Randle misses the floater, but Mitchell Robinson with the big dunk. And dare I say, all of his baskets were dunks tonight?
Yeah, you're not gonna
I think he was 7 for 8 from the field.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson did his thing tonight, brought a lot of energy to the game. 95-94, the Dallas Mavericks are up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Mitchell Robinson wasn't letting that mid-range go.
I'm feeling the same way, man.
Basket, kicks it out to R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett goes in, gets blocked, gets it back, puts it back in. But the Knicks back up 96-95. Morris Senior. Marcus Morris Senior. Knocks it down from 3 to give the Knicks a 4-point lead.
I'm nosy.
And they gave the Knicks a little bit of cushion they needed in this game.
Yo, why are we looking at the computer screen, brother?
You let a tip play off of the inbounds go. It's gonna happen though. That's good basketball. 99-97 Knicks.
You can't go crazy.
Then, he goes baseline, lays it in 99-99 with 2 minutes left. With a minute 36 left. It's 99-99. Julius Randle plows over. Trying to take the offensive foul.
Legit,
but he didn't get it. 101-99 Knicks. Now the game is tight. Luka guarded by Frank. Frank actually did a good job on Luka.
The last home game,
it's just Luka. It's Luka. But in this play right here, as Tim Hardaway Jr. misses three, you let Seth Curry.
I remember that dude.
The rebound, and then Marcus Morris comes down, lifts everybody out, knocks down a big three, and the Knicks are up 104-101. And then here, Frank playing tight on Luka, but Luka takes it right to the cup, lays it in. It's 104-103 Knicks. And then at this point, I'm a little bit nervous because the Knicks shoot 67%, 64% from the free throw line.
Y'all got it tonight, bro.
So now I'm nervous.
Y'all got it.
Frank's going to the line.
Y'all got it.
First one, it looked long.
That nigga got to wait a whole other year.
And I took a deep breath. And I was like, please make this second one.
I'm hurt that you're not here.
Please make it.
That's all.
Bang. He smoothly knocks it down. The Knicks
you know what's so crazy, Kareem?
To 103. And we thought the game was over from here.
It's when I look at Dennis Smith Jr.
The ball was
that's what my anger comes from.
8 seconds left.
Like, people
but no matter. Marcus Morris gets his hand in the way, knocks it out the way. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks pull out a good one. And, big shout out to House of Highlights. So go ahead and subscribe to House of Highlights. Subscribe to House of Highlights. And
what'd you say, Kareem?
So they going to escort you out the building next
like
time.
Highlights are just about every game, not just about every game in the NBA.
Get him out.
All right, so the Knicks pull out a big win versus the Dallas Mavericks at home, and we're hoping that this win is going to change the Knicks' fortune.
You was desperate to see your Bulls
during the season.
I was in there, man.
Exactly what we need. We need them.
I was in there. I came back.
He said, "Hey, KP, hey."
We need these fortunes to change. Let me get over here and talk to the guys.
Go to nigga KP.
Pickpocket 95. Y'all gonna thumbs up the stream. My man Sim is constantly grinding for us in the Knicks every night. Big shout out to you, man. Hit me with them thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Hit me with the thumbs up. Thank you. All right, let me get over here, man, to this chat. We got some guys
I was a cheerleader tonight
too. I've been taking phone calls and doing all this other stuff. I see Guillermo just made his way home, probably from the garden or something like that. So Guillermo, I see you just got in. You just got into your super bionic chair. You know what I mean? Let me say what's up to you, man. Guillermo, what's popping, brother? How you feeling?
Yo, KP had a quiet 20 though.
I can't hear you,
Nah,
man.
it was. You know,
I don't know if you got yourself muted or not. I can't hear you. Nope.
He had some impact in the game.
You got yourself muted.
But
I can't hear
You
you.
go to Kareem. Kareem, what's good, bro?
What's up, son? How's it going, man?
I'm feeling, man. I feel good.
I spent the last I don't know how long we've been on here, but I spent that duration on time clowning Mark. Because he's talking about, oh, KP gotta get in it. We not trying to hear none of that.
He said, KP what?
KP gotta get in the shade. He gotta get in the game shade, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't in the game shade. You know, I came in the game to see my boo.
Right.
You got your favorite jersey on and your favorite jean jersey combination. KP.
Right. So, hey, let me ask you, man. Is Fizdale's job saved after tonight? Did they save his job?
Yeah, his job. I feel his job is safe for now, man. But we got to stop the antics, man. It's like a big Hollywood production right now, man. Like the way they came out on that press conference was unprofessional and unwarranted. Because my thing is like this: even though we were losing games, we got a fact that we had one point guard for a stretch of games. Like we had a lot of injuries. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's just be fair, man. And like we fired Fizdale, man. Like, we setting the franchise back some years. Who's gonna want to come here?
Nah, I feel you. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't think it's going to be anything that's like right there. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what we need to do? We need to start a Fire Steve Mills campaign. How about that?
Yo,
you gotta go. You've been here since 2000. You gotta go.
Yeah, like I was saying with the last quarter, man. I don't think, James Dolan is not firing. I don't think he's firing.
That's his boy. That's his lap dog.
Yeah, he's not gonna fire him. You know.
And you know the story in that press conference. Scott Perry didn't speak once.
Yo, what's up?
Look at this shit.
Scott Perry just stood there.
Hold on.
If you watch the full, he did speak a little bit, but not as much as. Yeah, he did.
He snapped his finger and he said what he had to say.
Front page, black page of the Daily News already.
He said, all right, you can talk.
What did it say?
Talk.
Porzingis here at the guard and take the heat off his.
But
I was just saying this is a great game.
It is true, though. It is
true. We need
true.
some continuity, though, man.
It is true. Unfortunately, that's how we operate, right?
We need to keep it up. Hey, Charlotte. Now, here's the thing that's really good about us playing Charlotte in the next game. We won a big game at home. Right? We won a really big game at home. The crowd was electric. The garden was electric. And now Charlotte is coming in after this game. Where the crowd should come in with that same electricity.
Same type energy, exactly.
That same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still gonna feel that energy from this game. You know,
definitely.
So they come in with that same energy, and we can feed off that energy again. That's what the team's gonna have to do. They gotta feed off the energy once again.
Yeah.
You know, feed off that energy.
And you know what I always say, Sim, too, man? When we gotta take advantage of the teams that don't have a group of good 4s and 5s. Because we're real heavy in that area. We need to take advantage of that.
No 4s, no 3s, bro.
And that's what we did tonight. This is a team that has a horrible.
Yeah. Their roster is really.
They have horrible. They don't really have that in depth. So we took advantage of that. Those games, we need to pounce on those teams and just slaughter them.
They was thin, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Dallas is thin.
I'm with you 100%. And that's what we got to do, because there's going to be a lot of good teams that we come up against. You know what I mean? That it's not going to be as easy. You know, none of the games are going to be easy, but obviously it's not going to be as easy. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what that means, right, Sim?
What's that?
You got to give me an Exhibition 10 contract. I'm back in the league, baby. What's up?
There you go.
I could run like 2 minutes before I got to sit down and eat a snack with some Gatorade.
Yo, what?
I give you a strong 2 minutes, though.
Strong 2 minutes.
Each quarter, strong 2 minutes.
Strong 2 minutes. Pick up fouls.
Yeah, definitely. Give me a oxygen mask in the corner. You know, I'm good. You gotta sign your boy. I make a hell of a. I wash good towels. I get me Gatorade. I'm good. I'm good in that area, man.
Yeah. Guillermo, coming to you, man.
Yo, can you hear me, Sim?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, all right. Yeah, I was fortunate to get to the game, man. Bruh, I mean, that's probably, in terms of the atmosphere, that's probably the best game I've.
Oh, we lost Guillermo, so let me get back around. I don't know.
That's
Guillermo's
crazy.
having some connection issues. All right. I got Evergreen here. Evergreen, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Hey, I got you. What's going on, Sim?
Yeah, what's good with you, bro? How you feel about the game tonight, man? I want to ask you about Damian Dotson, about Damian Dotson's contribution. How you feel about his contribution?
So I got the box score.
About that.
I got the box score right now. Everybody's talking.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Dotson had a good game.
Now he moved on to
this stupid computer's acting dumb, man. My bad.
On a defensive end,
you keep knocking out your Wi-Fi.
No, the stupid cursor clicked on it clicked backwards.
2 rebounds.
I'm like, I didn't even like want to touch. I don't know. It's like mad sensitive for some stupid reason.
Gilmore, do you have a college degree?
Yeah,
I can tell.
What?
When I saw your office when you won that last year, I was like, yeah, he doing well.
Oh, come on, man. I'm blessed. I'm fortunate, man.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I used to start and I would never finish. I got like 12 credits, but I would go and stop. But I have a diploma in audio engineering, and that's it.
What do you look at? Do you have a job?
Yeah, I got 2 jobs, man. I'll be busting. I'll be killing it, man.
Yeah, take it
like
easy,
3
man.
doubles this week,
Jobs, man.
right?
You guys stress yourselves out too much, man.
I know.
On multiple jobs, you guys don't. I know people have like 3 jobs and they don't rest, man. It's like, yo, bro. But then when you see them sleep, it's like,
one thing I say about with Dotson is this: if
they be like
Wayne Ellington,
at my cousin's house, it's like you looking at them and they are.
If you're gonna have one of them guards that's not
touch
shooting
them,
good in the game, you might as well have Damian Dotson.
They're not alive,
at least he has more energy.
What you got?
He's gonna play on his defensive end.
Yeah,
better than Wayne Ellington. You know what I mean?
BA in business administration, finance. Hold up. Oh my gosh, my body is.
So you know how to set up financial structure for businesses?
No, I don't know how to. Everybody be asking, yo, can you invest with me? I'm like, nah, I don't know how to invest.
Yeah, you know what school has a good program with that? And my cousin did it,
Baruch College, Baruch College is known for finance.
Very competitive, man.
Yeah, very. I know a few. A former coworker is from either Pace or Baruch. I think he's from Baruch though.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna wind up going back though, man.
For finance?
I was going for business administration finance. I just stopped.
Yeah. You don't have.
I had when I stopped, man. My GPA was a 3.9. I was doing all right.
You had a 3.9 GPA.
Yeah, for first semester. Yeah.
The hell? Yeah. Why'd you stop?
Just being stupid, man.
Oh man,
But I had I had a kid, but I shouldn't have stopped.
Got you.
Shouldn't have stopped. Who's snoring, Isaiah?
Yo,
did Mark fall asleep sitting down?
Yo, Mark, you there? No, that's Isaiah that's sleeping. That's Isaiah that's sleeping.
Yeah, I thought that was Mark.
No, I'm in my phone.
Yeah, that's Isaiah. Isaiah sleeping, man.
I don't know why he just don't go to sleep. There's another stream another day.
But Guillermo, when I hear you speaking, it sounds like you come from like a good family, good background.
Thank you, man. Much appreciated, man.
I can tell, man. Because I look at, I'm like, man, a lot of us, we doomed out here. I know I'm intelligent, but I just don't have the degrees, man.
I know a lot of intelligent people that don't have degrees,
Kareem.
man.
Kareem.
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot of people with degrees is dumb as shit. So don't label yourself
of course, because I tell people, bro. It's just a piece of paper, bro. You know what college does, bro? It prepares you to integrate into an economy. That's what it does.
It does. I'll give you that. But you know what? You know what too. Honestly, it sounds corny. Yeah. The only reason why I talk proper like this was because when I was younger, I used to really be into like.
Nah, I get that. I understand.
Yeah, I always had I had an OCD like mentality when it comes to like pronouncing words right. That was it. It wasn't because like I was. That's why I was like, if you listen to any of my family, like my brother has the Brooklyn accent. My two brothers have Brooklyn accents. My sister can have a Nigerian accent, even though.
But I understand what you're saying.
Normal accent, I guess, or a Brooklynish. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
My mother has a Nigerian accent. But with me, it's just like I just became a stickler. Like I remember when I first heard, I used to use the word brung.
Straight up your
brung a lot. And my father was like, you know, that's not a word, right? And you know, Nigerian people.
Yeah.
Once they know you're doing something wrong, they're gonna harp on you 24/7. So in my head, it was just like, all right, I don't use the word brung anymore. Don't use it anymore. So it was like, then it's like, I just started forcefully trying to get myself to pronounce words correctly. It's not anything about growing up better than anybody. I know people who don't have college degrees who are way more smart than me and talented.
Bro, Kareem,
a lot of them just didn't apply
themselves. Life is about who you know.
But I'm gonna tell you something though, Gilmo. My thing is like this though. There's nothing wrong with that though. I feel that we don't have to be a monolithic people. Like that we can have we can have these diverse thoughts, you know, and ways of life. My daughter's mom is Nigerian. Her last name's Wogu, Igbo tribe.
Oh, Igbo, yep. I'm not Igbo, but they are. They call them the Jewish people of Nigeria.
Definitely, man.
Got them big ass African.
Let me get around. Let me get around to. Let me get to Guillermo. After we get to Guillermo, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna listen to Dennis Smith Jr.
What is she doing?
Then I'm gonna get to some other guys in the chat. We got a lot of people here tonight. Skills, I'm gonna get to you. Isaiah,
give it up, bro. You're not getting on.
I forgot about it. Right? Guillermo, what's good, man?
Yo, man. Like I said, I'm sorry about that. I clicked backwards on my browser, so it went to another screen. But that was the best game outside of. I went to the Pacers game that we won. The one Pacers game we won, but Prigioni hit like those 2 threes or 6 points, whatever he had. Outside of that,
oh man.
Late third or early fourth, we hit a big three, and they came back down, and people were saying it was like a dead ball, and people were screaming, "KP sucks," and he was nodding his head. But the whole game, he didn't seem confident like that, bro. And it showed. Look at his numbers. You know what I mean? Look, KP's a talented player, but he ain't a number one guy. And the Knicks got in his head. Now, this is what I'll say about the Knicks, man. This is what is annoying about the Knicks. We came out today. You saw what
hopefully they'll win again.
Saying he's not a number one guy.
He ran the pick and roll for DSJ. You know what I mean? And that worked effectively. DSJ and Mitchell Robinson, when you have guys who can set picks correctly, just to create that extra space and allow the guy to penetrate, things can happen.
Did you read the ESPN article today?
When you get a mismatch in terms of their defensive stances versus yours, things can happen. And he has to remember that. I don't know why he doesn't run more off-ball stuff. Dotson hit a few threes, or I think 1 or 2 threes, maybe 1 3, even though he hit a 3 in the guy's face. Get your guys open. Look, you don't have a team of world beaters. This is not the 2012-2013 where you had 3 superstars. I like guys open, man. Like I want to say this was a good.
That notion that he wanted to leave, that's false, bro.
But when you look at the finer things, because again, this is the same Knicks that we do this, but then we lose to the Cavaliers by 20. You know what I mean? So it just gets me so angry because I watched this team. You saw guys getting the ball around. I mean, Randall just still gets me pissed. But even DSJ, I mean, I got to give DSJ tonight. He played within his game. I know he hit the 2 threes, whatever. But when he was able to dribble, drive, penetrate, and trap the guy on his hip to kind of, dribble with the guy on his hip and then make the little floaters or little shots down low. Even when I think he drew that foul with that little the turnaround and stayed on his foot and then went back up. Things like that. Get your guys into positions where you can bring out their strengths. DSJ was doing that. I mean, Morris was still trying to do his little coaching thing. That play at the end, Lord Jesus, it was so ill-advised, but it went in. To me, if you want to take bad shots, you better make your shots.
KP forces
if you're gonna take bad shots, you better make your shots. So
I'll say this: if anybody on that floor was going to take it, I would have felt most comfortable.
I'm gonna get some cranberry.
Yeah, most definitely.
Cherry tart.
I mean, and I'll say this tonight, man.
Just wait till my dude.
This is why I get mad at the Knicks, right?
Bro,
the Knicks should have an underdog mentality every night. Because I'm sorry, Sim. I know people are gonna kill me.
Don't wish that on the boy.
How much money?
When I was there watching the post, it made me hard to see it on TV.
Kareem, how much money you want to put on?
Especially when they showed on the big screen. The calls they were calling against the Knicks, especially on Frank, those fouls were not fouls,
bro.
They were giving it so that Doncic could, get his points, look good, maybe have a close game, draw more views in. But those fouls they were calling on Frank, man, Sim.
Put some money up for him.
Well, yo, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, bro. Why are you putting the black cat around KP like that for?
I'm not putting the black cat, but I'm going based on what's happened in his career the last 4 seasons.
So let me ask you a question, Kareem.
Underneath the ladder.
Kareem, let me ask you a question. People can't go from hurting themselves and being healthy for the rest of their career.
He has to, bro. His body has to hold up. He's not proven. He has not proven that his body can withstand a full NBA 82 game season.
So let me ask you a question, Kareem. Could Kawhi body hold up for 82 game series?
Not right now. I heard he got a knee injury, right?
Hold on. What superstar in this league played for 82 games? Let me know.
Not really. I'll give you that, but they're still playing at least 70-something games.
That's a good question.
Not even close.
How many games does KP play a season?
Besides the last injury,
he has been out
played 66
his career, bro. That's a lot of games early on. He has been out a lot in his short career.
Hold on, let me see how many games he played in his first to third year before the major injury. Hold on.
With Marcus Morris, we're gonna turn it back to what he used to be.
Let me see something, bro. Now, the man into game shape. Let him get back his skills and let him cook, bro. He's just not in game speed. You don't see how slow he moves?
I can see his body language I can see his body language from afar. From the television. He did not look comfortable. He did not.
Because he didn't want to leave. Steve Mills forced him out. Fucking faggot. Steve Mills is a faggot. If I'd have saw him, I said it in his face. Fucking white man. You fucking white man.
Yo, Mark going through right now.
Nah, man. Fuck Steve Mills, man. You over there be fucking bobbing.
But let me ask you, because you gotta have a starting point.
Stay on his fucking knees, man.
You gotta have a starting point.
Oh my God.
The first game,
the
first time we played Dallas, it obviously wasn't the starting point. But you gotta have a starting point. When you're growing, there's gonna be ups and downs, just like a kid, right? A kid is growing up, becoming an adult. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make the same mistakes twice, sometimes 3 times before you learn. Right, but what if that's still part of the learning curve?
As of weekend.
So it's only 10 games into the season, man. We got 70 more, man. 70 we got 70 more games left, man. My man is just gonna get back his shit. And he gonna look like fourth year KP. It's all gonna be good. I'm confident, boy. The Knicks just got it tonight, man. That's all. We won. I'm just mad that the kid is not on our roster.
But my question is not just this game. You're talking about the inconsistencies, right? But what if these games, when they are consistent, are building blocks, and then they, you have it, and then you don't have it. You have it, then you don't have it, and then one day you're waiting for it to click, and then one day it does click.
Hold on, what happened?
You can't expect a team that
what if we are just frustrated while we're waiting for us to get to that point?
Every fucking game.
But you gotta have a growth process.
For 2-3 years.
It's just part of the growth
core
process.
Though, like core, but like
everything.
Greer, Mitchell, Frank.
1 year.
Those people been together for a while already.
That's 1 year, and then you're adding vets. You cannot.
They've been together a little bit.
You cannot do that. We added 9 new players that are starters for us. You can't expect consistency every game. It's just not gonna happen. They're not high elite talent. We don't have guys that's proven. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't expect anything from young guys that's not proven in the league. They don't have a resume.
What I'm
yet.
saying is that I'm not saying, okay,
Knicks
I've seen this and I can see that this is starting to click, right? But see, you can obviously, I mean, you just talked about a few things that happened good tonight. You talked about pick and roll defense, right? About that. Obviously, the energy.
You know who's having
coming with a different type of energy into the building
on the defensive end.
And I'm not saying that, okay, so now we see everything is clicking, but there's a growth process to everything. To everything that you ever seen develop. There's the growth process. You don't know what that growth process is until you get to the end point.
It's always
that's what's
defense.
Yeah, but when you're, let me tell you something. When
especially,
your point,
hold on. Especially when you're talking about human development. And I'm not trying to get too psychoanalytical.
You have to
talking about
able
human
to
development.
take control.
You don't know what the growth process until the process is or was. Until you get to the end point.
To help others.
That's what's crazy about humans.
But the thing he has to learn how to
because people go through all sorts of different things in their life until they can finally put it all together. And then all of a sudden you have this human being that
when you got the ball in your hand, you have
this good human being that has wisdom and knowledge on certain things because they went through a growth process. And some of that growth process is making
young guys
sometimes the same mistakes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And making all these different mistakes and doing these different things. And then finally they get to a point. Every person has a different growth process. Any basketball team is going to have a different growth process. So we won't know what that growth process is until they get to the end point. So let's just say, for instance, we're speaking hypothetically now.
People expect him to be some complete
Let's say at the end of the year,
after 4 years, that don't happen.
The Knicks went on a 15-game win streak.
Learn something new.
Right? And they were challenging, and because of that 15-game win streak, they challenged for the playoffs.
Luka been like that since 13, bro.
People will say,
his whole life.
all of that stuff that happened in the beginning of the season made them stronger, made them better, and they fought through it, and they grew, and they became a better team.
The Knicks
That's what would be said, but we don't know that now.
Draft.
So
would you have traded the number 8 and another first round pick for him?
That's a fact.
Oh, okay. So
Luka, of course.
Yeah, so that's how inept this office is, man. Like people don't know because I have information about certain things that went down, but I can't really tell until the news come out itself. That's why, like, when it comes to me and these Knicks fans, I'm the most livid because what the Knicks could have been now, Lord, oh Lord, only if people knew the news I knew, you wouldn't want to be a Knicks fan no more. Legit, bro.
I don't get too crazy with it, man. I stay a Knicks fan no matter what, man.
Nah, bro. When you have this shit is just too much. When you just
that's a fact.
Let me tell you something, bro. Niggas want to win. Niggas don't want to keep talking about we gonna draft this, draft that. Bro, no. I like to get players that's want to play or players that's growing to be somebody. And
that's such a fact.
The fact that we didn't have to pay KP this year yet was our leverage. Like, it's just more than that, bro. It's more than that. And that trade with Dennis Smith still was a bad trade. I don't care. Because guess what? You know what I can get every night from KP? 20 points. 20 to 25 points every night. Okay? I can get some consistency, a level of consistency. I can get someone that can control the paint, that can block shots. Because he was doing it tonight. He might have had a slow offensive game,
right? And
but he was still in the paint,
controlling
it.
But
he's a defensive player.
Sometimes, and some people, in order to know, like for some kids, in order to know that you can't touch something that's hard,
just do one thing,
and your parents can tell you as many times. Hey, Mark. It might tell you a whole lot of times. Don't touch that stove. It's hot.
Another 5 years.
Don't touch that. Hey, Mark. And the kid goes up and they touch the stove anyway, and they get burnt.
Oh, what up? I can't hear you.
Right? And they may even go back and touch it again because they didn't believe it the first time.
Understanding, bro.
Touch it with the other hand. Well, maybe this hand doesn't get burnt.
Or another decade.
Touch it again. And then, you know, after a while, they're like,
I'm fine.
I got these calluses on my fingertips, and my fingertips hurt, and I got to put stuff
It's
on my
gonna be-
fingers.
it's gonna be a
Not
wild
touching the
ride
stove
now.
again.
I wanna see how this season
You know,
play out.
sometimes you got to dip into that well a couple times before you learn. But I do want to say this. I do want to say this to you, Gambler.
Wiseman or a ball?
I feel really good tonight.
I'm taking the center.
The Knicks got a big win.
I'm taking the center too, bro.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish. The Knicks got a big win.
I like guys.
He's gonna get mad at me because I'm gonna cut him off after I say this. And Melo is on a team. There we go. Let me get to my next person. Skills, I'm coming to you. Skills, what's going on with you, bro?
Hey, if y'all,
what's going on, my brother?
I'm good.
If y'all not looking at the league right now, it's gonna
good,
be
man. Good. You know how I'm feeling after that win. I'm loving it.
Yeah, Wiseman for me, bro.
Yeah, man. Big win. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty fire.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Dennis Smith Jr. played well tonight.
Nets about to take another L.
That's right.
Don't worry about it, man.
He looked, he had better energy. His back, he looked like he had some spring in his step. Obviously, we were playing the Dallas Mavericks, and this was a team that,
he beat twice. I like that. Yeah.
Twice, but a team we used to play for. Is Dennis Smith Jr., I don't want to say back, but is he now ready?
He looked good. But after the whole depression and everything, I don't know. Maybe he looked good. So I'm saying my thing is my answer to that question is But the whole bench, everybody even Portis had 10 points. I like that the whole bench came out with not the whole bench, but people in the bench came out with double-digit figures. I like that.
I'm on the chat. It's coming after you.
I know, I see it.
But yeah,
you know what's so crazy?
When we play Charlotte, we play Charlotte in 2 days.
That I was in.
We play Charlotte today. What's today?
No
Today's
Yeah, you're like
Thursday.
a
we play Charlotte. When do we play Charlotte? Saturday?
You're like an anti-hero.
Yeah, today's Friday already.
Now all the
Friday now.
Fucking clowns love you.
So
Yo, Mark,
Smith Jr.
you agree, right, Mark?
Do the same
Mark's
thing.
not even in the fucking chat. Mark is not even in the fucking
Mark.
chat. What the fuck are you talking about?
If we start getting behind, then maybe start Frank.
It's fun. It's hilarious, man.
Or maybe even early in the.
People think I'm
late
not happy,
in the
bro.
second,
I'm
second
telling you,
quarter.
that atmosphere.
That's what I would say, in my opinion.
Son, that is the second best game I've been to, man. Just because I actually went to a playoff game.
I would like to see him.
That's the second best game I've been to.
I just hope that he can repeat what he did tonight and start
games
Hey, Guillermo, what's up?
Yeah, he was one of those guys that we said Dennis Smith Jr. needs to take a step forward if the Knicks wanted to contend for a playoff spot.
I seen when Melo hit those 2 threes against the Bulls.
Dennis is that guy.
I seen that one.
Yeah. Hopefully, if Dennis Smith Jr. can, let's hope that he can get it together and continue to step forward. And maybe he's got his mind right. We don't know. I haven't heard anything about what the cause was with the death of his stepmother and all that kind of stuff. And we don't know. I don't know if it was something lingering from what I. The only thing that I did hear is that it wasn't. That it was sudden.
Yeah, how you expect that? You never expect.
Who came to Knicks?
Right. So I don't know, but I don't know if there was something lingering before, and then it happened, or what. So we don't know what his mental state.
No.
You know what I mean? And maybe now, with his mental state, hopefully his mental state is clear. He's able to put his energy into the team. You know what I mean? I want to take a second though and listen to Dennis Smith Jr.
I want to see Kyrie against Frank.
He was the NBA
I gotta see that, man. Frank didn't play last time.
I want to hear what Dennis Smith Jr.
Frank will shut Kyrie down.
Because the Knicks are going to need this kid, without a doubt. The Knicks need Dennis Smith Jr.
I was there at that game too.
If they're going to
you were at that game,
try to do anything,
I was at that
Dennis
game.
Smith Jr.
Bro, when I mean RJ was on him
to everything that the Knicks would be trying to do.
That shot was.
So and they've really got.
What's name was saying?
We need Dennis Smith Jr. to step up.
But it's like.
Bro,
you are a
that
naturally
tonight.
gifted, talented defender.
He did that tonight. So let's take a listen to Dennis Smith Jr.
You could have the best defender.
He talks about his game tonight. And
it was how fast he sidestepped. RJ was in the right position.
The only thing I like about the Kyrie matchup though, Kyrie can fall in love with his own shot.
No, that's same thing.
Worked real hard this summer, so everybody on the team telling me just keep trusting it, keep trusting it.
I'll give you that.
He does that.
And I know you should actually be on my side now because I'm giving Luka props.
No.
Luka, I think has better perspective than Kyrie. So I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. No, he does, but he still do.
Glad to be ROD's guys.
No. Agree. Look what he did the last game. Look what he did the last game. That was such a bad. He lost that game for them. Think about it.
He did. You can look back to the time. I said Luka lost in the first game because
it's the win that helped. They definitely believe me. I'm aware of that, but it's, just getting this win at home is major for us.
Confident.
We struggled with that for a little while.
Easy could have just went for the 2. You probably would have got the foul.
He gets in his own head sometimes when it comes to I have to score. No, you don't, bro. And
super important. We've been struggling with that, and that's something that we spoke about
because I didn't see too much pick and roll with him and KP.
For us to come out and do that tonight.
I did not see that tonight. It was
KP. A lot. So do you think that's because they don't want to run a pick and roll? But also the Knicks were playing zone. So
they was playing zone. So
you can't play that pick and roll effectively against the zone.
Dennis Smith Jr.
It's just not going to work,
gentlemen. Dennis Smith Jr. had.
Unless you play. Well, you can't play like this. Let me correct myself.
He had.
When you're in certain spots, right? If you say you take it from the wing and it says 17 seconds left,
and yes,
and you pass it around and you run it mid-play, then yeah, you maybe can do that. You can't run it as like
anything. I want to say anything. We're going to need Dennis Smith Jr. We're also going to need Frank Ntilikina.
There was times where he was in it.
There's always the argument between Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. Obviously, Frank Ntilikina was picked one spot before Dennis Smith Jr. And there was the argument of who's going to be better for the Knicks and all this kind of stuff. Well, they both ended up being a New York Knicks. They're both on the Knicks.
Yeah.
And for this team to be successful, they need both of their skills. Right? They need Frank Ntilikina to play defense the way that he plays defense and knock out man.
I got so pissed when he made that dunk.
To be electric and get to the basket and create.
He even made that 3.
Oh, he made the dunk. Yeah, he made the 3.
Because they don't have it all in one point guard.
That was the second 3.
So they need both of these guys to step up.
Good, man.
And both of these guys can be critical to the future of this team.
No, he's really good.
Whether or not we want to admit it as Knicks fans, we always want to put them against each other. And I know I put the video out too. It had Dennis Smith Jr. versus Frank Ntilikina, and guys were arguing and all that kind of stuff.
And the way
we need both of them guys.
For you to pass the ball.
We need both of these guys to contribute to this team. Let's listen to Frank Ntilikina as he talks about the Knicks win.
He needs to take every shot.
Well, the Knicks win against the Dallas Mavericks.
Like I said, the Knicks played the zone.
Then I'm gonna come back to the video chat. Then I'm gonna talk to Nate.
I don't think
talk
they
to Peter, my man from Belize. Let's get it, y'all.
Because
Frank
we didn't run it
right
like the whole game. We ran it in certain spurts when you put certain plays out on the floor. Knox hit some shots. Knox hit that 3 corner.
Just today, offensively, my shot didn't fall.
Like a stupid turnover. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember in my head what exactly was.
Something to my team.
Coordinated.
When I watch everything, when Knox
bring energy and set the tone, and all the team did that.
I was lazy. My eyes was lazy on him, bro.
Followed it.
I was watching that.
It was a great night for us.
He needs more years, and he needs to come off the bench. He's
I agree. I don't think he's ready to start. But and also, did you see what what's this boy was doing? The dribble drive, Doncic.
I think
he was able to pass it to the cross country guy in the corner. Why, bro? Like, and we're playing in the FIBA zone too. There's no excuse. You playing everything zone. They didn't play a 2-1-2, which is what you play in a 3-2. Because remember, we were playing a 3-2, and in a 3-2 you switch to a 2-1-2. They weren't playing that, so they should. How is it that Luka Doncic was able to drive on one side, on one wing, and then literally pass it to Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner?
Because
how?
You know what the Knicks do? No matter what new people you put into the Knicks organization. Why do we double team?
Be a better player. How can I bring a lot to the team?
We leave people wide open.
We have different coaches.
Maybe.
Why, for some reason, in this building, we double team? That's why. Now I ain't gonna front. Tim Hardaway was chucking.
Yeah, I think
he at like in the fourth quarter, there was a pass in the corner, left hand.
Me.
Left hand corner. And
the end of
I think it was
I'm just trying to get to the
they
next
didn't need
level,
that shot because if they could have got a better shot.
I'm gonna
but
build on that
was
and
just,
go back to the
I'm
gym
glad
and
he
get
off
better.
this team because he was getting paid way too much.
Because
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, something.
He's a glorified shooter now, man. That's all he is. Just a glorified shooter. He's not even that clutch. It's like what's
yeah, I think
he was better the first game.
I think yeah.
No, he was alright the first game.
Give a lot of
he was good the first game.
Yeah, show a lot of things.
I ain't go for it. Randall wasn't a problem
something.
I didn't really.
No, Randall wasn't a problem, but again,
practice with.
He gets
I hate the fact that this guy's not a plus. He's not a plus rebounder. Like in traffic, I'm not talking about the
Mama, did you see that last play on the Seth Curry tip? How lazy was he? How lazy was he?
Oh, the one where the out of bounds shit?
No,
I mean, I had a lot of time.
The one with Seth Curry
on my game and on my mind.
Put back in.
Do you think so?
Oh, yes, the tie.
I mean, it's
how lazy
was next level now. I gotta see what I can do better.
And that's why it's like this is why not having Knox in there sucks. Because it's like, how do you allow Seth Curry, who's 6'2" at best, crash to the basket and make that? Bro, where's the box? The only guy who's boxing out even trying.
Bro,
that's the next level for our team.
Once Mitch got fouled out, I was like, oh my lord, that rim is gonna be
the way we play tonight. I think.
But again, the Mavericks. This is what I don't understand about Carlisle. I don't know what he's teaching these guys.
He was doing a lot of dumb shit. He was doing a lot of dumb shit on offense, bro.
Putting a lot of pressure. We were just playing good basketball.
They don't have a rim protector. The only guy who actually played smart once that happened was
think about how we played tonight and just bring it and not take a step back to.
But like I said, if they don't have KP on the floor, that team defensively is ass. That Dallas team defensively without KP is ass.
No,
that's the only thing is that KP.
I mean, the crowd
just standing there is just
they always got our back. They always
inside defense is fairly
you control the team. Just being him and just him being in that facility, just him coming up
fan of
just him being in that middle, bro, is just
anybody.
He's gonna cause people to go the other way.
It's the Knicks and it's us. The atmosphere tonight was amazing.
Like he goes straight up, he will block your shot.
Frank Ntilikina, man, you know what he did
he's a smart defender because he keeps the ball in play.
Was big,
that's
even with his 5
fouls.
fouls.
He keeps the ball in play.
And, you know, like I said, the Knicks are going to need Frank.
How do you maintain your leadership off the court? Bill Russell,
if they're going to be successful.
Instead of blocking the ball straight out, he was actually the guy.
Both of those guys
that's a smart defender.
So big shout out to both of those guys.
I was trying to give him a comment, but he could have lost us the game because of that.
Hopefully, like Frank Ntilikina said, they're going to take the next step forward. No. I would love to see them. Well, first of all, I would just want to see a win.
Frank had that pass to him.
Just want to see a win. But I would really like to see them guys go.
Like when he's picking dive,
I want to see back-to-back wins.
He can't laterally do it.
Charlotte Hornets out. I would really love to see that happen.
It's like he moves sideways.
You know what I'm saying? Take all of this energy that they have, that they've developed, that they've brought with this game and blow the Dallas Mavericks out the water.
It's like that's what I would love to see happen. Like he can't just catch the ball.
Will it happen?
He has to gather the ball.
I guess we're gonna find out soon enough. That's what I want to see happen.
He can't grab it and go.
Let me give a couple of
just not that type of
thanks to a couple of people with some super chats.
With him and Frank.
All right. Big shout out to Roz Kamara. Said we got the win. The guard got to be the superstar. Yes.
He gathers the ball.
Project X091.
That one pass that Frank had.
Ups to the stream, homie. Thank you. I appreciate you, my man.
Yeah, he's not
big up to you. And thank you for shouting me out. Hopefully, everybody hits that thumbs up. Keep smashing that like button.
I forgot what type of
subscribe to the channel. Do that for me. So, dang, Sim, you look like Mark Jackson's son. Happy for the win for the Knicks. Ups to the whole team. Nah, I don't look like Mark. Hey, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I look like Mark Jackson's son.
He really got Butterfingers, but he's not.
That's my man.
He's not a pick and drop. He's not
a pick and dive, especially that was my Mark Jackson was my first introduction to a point guard in the NBA. So I'll take that. And Busy AL39, you said
he's not a guy that can move motion.
I really appreciate you, bro. You said Dennis Smith Jr. played well tonight, really helped the win. Finally, another point guard on the court instead of someone playing out of position. One healthy point guard would never get it done consistently. Shout out to the chat. Yes, and that's exactly what I was saying when you just listened to Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank Ntilikina.
Turnovers come from this dude being
you need both of their skill sets because we don't have a point guard that brings all of that by themselves, right? So you gotta have both of those skill sets.
Yeah. Yeah, he cleaned.
So both of those guys
he read that play.
His team.
How was Wiseman on the pick and roll?
So big shout out. to those guys there. Julius Randle, man.
When you
let's take a listen. I want to take a listen to what Julius Randle has to say. And then I'm coming to you, Nate, and I'm coming to you, Peter, after we listen to Julius Randle. He knows what he's doing, but he's just raw. There's a lot of people disappointed in Julius Randle. So after we listen to Julius Randle, we're going to talk to Nate. We're going to talk to Peter. He just have the upside. And, I want to go right. What are we going to do with Julius Randle?
To the NBA.
What are we going to do? I think, though,
it's either him,
the
for me, it's either
order
him
is starting to show.
I think the Knicks need rim protection, bro.
And that's a good thing. We'll talk about that. Let's listen to Julius Randle.
Another way.
And
as much as
his take on
as much as I
this
would like
over
LaMelo,
the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't know. Depending on where we go.
I told you, man. You guys
No. I don't want to pick him 1, 2, 3. I don't want to pick him in the first 3 spots.
Stay with
It's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. But if he's 1, 2, or 3, no. My 3 guys is Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, and there's one more player, not Cole Anthony.
Yeah, I feel great.
Not Cole Anthony. I think he has the court vision and everything, but he's like slow.
Start to finish. Energy.
He's not.
What do you say? He's slow?
He's not slow.
He's just not quick.
Man, the game. That's the business we need.
He's more of a like a.
Every game, he's just going out there playing.
Is he like a Dame Lillard?
No.
He does that. He's super dangerous.
He's not explosive. I don't think he's explosive offensively like Damian Lillard. He's just like one of those point. Matter of fact, he's like Chauncey Billups when you watch him.
Yeah, but Chauncey Billups is like a very smart facilitator as well.
Yeah, no, but like the pace.
He get a lot of credit, enough credit for that.
Like the pace. I'm thinking more what the Knicks need is more of a transition point guard because we have guys that want to run the break and everything. And attack the paint, but we can't have another guy that's gonna. Because the only way I would take somebody like that if we had like someone we could dump the ball into to run a half court, like someone that can score consistently in a half court game. Now if we had Wiseman, we end up with a point guard. Someone like
Madison Square rocking like that.
Because what I would do personally, what I would do in this next year's draft. I would probably trade Knox in a first round pick to get back into the try to get back into the lottery again.
For the second pick?
Yeah, like what second?
I just don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen, man.
It was good.
I would trade one of those Dallas picks and trade Knox. Like, I can't watch him. I can't.
Just trying to make the game easier.
The thing about Knox is that he's a system player, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And he could be a high level system player. Doesn't mean he's gonna be a superstar.
Not even that.
That's a guy that can give you, that could possibly give you 20 with outbursts of 30 in a system, man.
Yeah,
I don't think before we talk about Julius Randle,
he could play.
I want to listen really quick to Marcus Morris talking
he
about
runs the floor very,
knocking
very well.
down
He's a transition
that big
player.
shot.
He's a shoot catch.
He knocked down a big one without a doubt.
He plays the wing the way you want a wing to play. That's the thing with him.
1 second, let me get that back to you. Let me stop this.
Penetrate to the basket, kick out to the wings or the perimeter, then Knox will be.
All right, it's Marcus Morris.
Or you can have Knox in fucking motion, man.
He can't play defense. He's not going to be a punch.
Man, felt like
he's going to be a basketball. He's going to be an NBA player.
Called me and said that's my Nick moment.
Like when you look at a guy like that,
hopefully he's not the last one. And, I'm just trying to.
You want him to be part
keep
of
pushing.
the crunch
Happy
time.
to have guys like Dennis Smith back.
It was not even fun, man.
It feels really
He cannot play defense.
He said that's his Nick.
Terrible. Awareness and everything is terrible.
He don't even
put up
resistance.
Hopefully it's not his last Nick moment, at least for this season.
Like he don't show his body.
Nope.
And also, he was guarding Chris.
Him and Portis have this knack for like when a guy, and Portis almost did tonight too.
He said,
where if the guy's already going up, he already beat you, he's gonna lay it up. They still foul a guy for some weird stupid reason.
Bro, I ain't gonna front.
Never experienced something like that. No, I've been to Phoenix.
Dude, Portis did it and he didn't call foul, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's so lucky, man.
Yeah,
this guy Portis is
when you watch them in person, you would understand how I be feeling about this.
Yeah, and he definitely was.
And who could read defense, who could read offense.
I want to give a big shout out before I get to the YouTube video chat. Richardson, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. He said this is for the 10K subs the other day. I appreciate that.
What the fuck are these guys watching? Like, what?
Moving our way.
When these guys are watching film, what the fuck?
Pushing our way to 20K. That's the goal.
What? Yo,
Nate.
bro, reading defenses is not, man.
I want to come to you, then I'm coming to Peter, then I'm going to come to Mark.
Here's
the
not
question.
rocket science, man.
It's not rocket science.
I want you guys to
not
consider.
rocket science, man.
The only thing
Defense, for the most part, is effort.
Are we beginning to
even
have
effort in thinking? That's all it is effort in thinking.
a pecking order?
I'm going to tell you something. They did ruin everything Carlisle
Especially
wanted
between
to run
Marcus
today
Morris
on
and
their
Julius
offense.
Randle.
You said they ruined everything that.
I mean, I think
that
it's already.
Carlisle
I
wanted
think.
to run on.
Are we beginning? I think we probably
Dallas
already
offense
have
didn't
one.
look good at all.
Tell me what you
It was
think.
out of shambles.
Yeah,
There was no execution.
They need it. You know, they also, like you said, man, they need a third, man.
They need a third. No, you know
Who's
they need.
the guy? You know, when it comes down to it, who's the guy that's going to say, "Give me the ball,
when
I'm
Luka
taking
and
it."
KP.
Oh, okay.
Like give it out the course when teams are, because that's what teams are going to do. They're going to look at those two and try to take them out. Them two's gonna put up 20, but the rest of the team.
So is it that they need a starting guy with them?
Yeah,
like another starting big.
They need to start. No, they need to start in big. I ain't gonna hold you. They need to start
because I don't think KP can be playing heavy. He's not a heavy duty big. Like if he had another big man with him in that front court, he would actually defend, like do all the dirt, defend,
they need someone,
get rebounds, run the fast break.
Hold on, not that. They need someone to defend when he's on the bench because he plays 33 minutes. That's good. That's good minutes. That's something that Steph Curry does. That's good minutes for him and for anybody in the league. Because when you think about it, like the pace is just different now. So it's like you think. Like how NBA players are playing. It's NBA players in the 90s couldn't play like this. It's really ridiculous because when you see the amount of space they have now and how much they have to run, it's different from the 90s. It's really hard to guard. I ain't gonna hold you. It's really hard to guard now.
Well, I mean, also like you can't hand check. You can't be as physical.
Yeah, so there you go.
But this game is basically what they did in the 80s. Actually,
Dallas need. If they had JJ Barea, the game would have been different.
No, they have him, but they want to operate through Luka. They don't want to make Luka a spot.
JJ hurt. JJ Barea hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. Oh, yeah, he was there, but I mean,
he was there, but he's in. But you're. He would have been in the first time.
KP was in the right lane.
They had someone like him on the floor, but they need like a big. When KP come off the floor, they could protect the rim because when he was off the floor, they couldn't protect the rim. That's when the Knicks were scoring.
That bum ass dude. What's the guy? That bum ass dude they had the big man.
Powell and this other white dude.
Yeah, Boban Powell. They had another white dude.
Yeah, this has some other white. Let me get his name.
I know that Boban and Powell.
Yeah, and Boban only can play like 15 minutes.
Yeah, Boban can.
He too big.
But if you think he can rebound, man.
Yo, bro,
he can rebound. He around the rim.
You know, he could easily dunk on everybody. I don't know how to do it.
Get an offensive foul or get a turnover. You just got to play with him.
So this what happens.
And
okay, Kebler. Who was this
I don't know, man.
Who?
Kebler. I don't see it.
Kebler.
Who the fuck?
I think he's way too reckless with the ball.
Just look at the starting lineup.
Still
look at the starting lineup.
Defense.
D. Finley Smith, he's a bench player, bro. He's not even a rotation guy. The Finley Smith kid, the black dude that played at their wing. He's not a rotation guy. Sorry.
He continues to struggle.
You know what they would be better off with, and they'll never get lost because he's on another team.
And I know this is crazy to say.
They would be good with like a Jermichael Green type of.
Yeah.
A 3-and-D 3/4.
Yeah, someone that can shoot,
who can rebound, defend, and play.
Yeah. But they also
I watched Michael Finley yesterday, even though the Clippers lost.
Young.
They need
Michael Finley fits that offense like a fucking sleeve, man. That shit.
This is what the Knicks got to worry about too, Guamo. Because Frank contract is coming up, so they either have a 4-year, $44 million, and a 5-year, 55. That's going to be his.
But he's on a 1-year contract with the Clippers.
Who?
Michael Finley?
No, I think he did for 2 years. I think I'm not too sure. But Frank next contract is either going to be 4 years or 5 years. One at 44 and one at 55. If the Knicks don't sign him, he's going to play with Dallas. It's a fact.
I think so.
No, bro. Him and Porzingis are like they've been hanging out, and Scott Perry.
Oh
people
my
don't listen.
And
Scott
watch that team kill. Once they get Frank as a defensive stopper plus a point guard, because if you can have an offense where KP plays off both Luka and a point guard, because again, Luka, the thing is that you also make the offense stagnant in terms of every time it comes in crunch situation when they play the Lakers, when they play and yes, Luka was hot during the Lakers.
Yeah, but they go
you make the
one-on-one too
offense
much.
that much more easier to defend. Now the margin of error in those crunch situations is this for Luka.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Luka also has to gauge whether KP, because I'm sorry, KP, I know you're gonna kill me. He has to gauge whether KP wants to take those shots in crunch moments.
Yeah, no, he was timid on some shots, but like I said, for me, when I watched him tonight, he was shook at times. It was crazy in it. It was crazy in it. But he has to get into, because not say he moves slow, but it's when you watch someone that haven't played basketball in a long time. And this is a different game speed he's playing at. So, like I said, he was timid on some of the shots. But there's a thing that Luka don't do. When he runs the pick and slip, Luka gotta pass it right away because the space that he gets all the time. Just prior to this game, just go watch when they do run the pick and slip. He gets the space. You gotta give him the opportunity to get the ball on time for him to either pass it to another person to shoot, or to make a dribble drive move. See, when you pass it to him late, it gives the defense time to get up on him. Now he has to pass. He's a big. He's not a point guard wing play. He's a big. So it's just like if you gave Embiid the ball in a pick and roll situation and you give it to him late, he's gonna stop. That's just big man. They're just gonna stop at their spot, and then now he has to reposition himself, have to give the ball back up. But Luka has to. I watch Luka. He goes through these things where he makes the offense one-dimensional. Sometimes he does it a lot, bro. And I was calling for. I'm like, why are they running pick and roll with him and Powell? Powell ain't no scorer. If they would have run late, if they had run that pick and slip late, the Knicks would have had a problem because it would have opened the floor. It would have opened the floor a little more.
But you know that's what got, a lot of these coaches, Mark.
Yeah, they be trying to do too much. A lot
of teams, they get scared and play ISO. Like how many coaches can you really say that in those crunch situations they actually try to run plays? Like I'm talking about plays where even the third scorer, like they run. A lot of these guys run ISO. The only guy I saw, and it's basically because he has AD, was LeBron. Yeah. LeBron James is a bitch, so it's basically like AD's the main scorer anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's not scoring like that in the crunch situation.
He's a front runner. I ain't gonna front. What team I see that execute on every play, bro, and it's marvelous when you watch it. It's the Pacers. I think the Pacers execution is like oiled down, well packed. It's like the Spurs. Spurs too. Spurs always execute. They don't really run ISOs when it comes to like crunch time play. They do not run ISOs. They do not run ISOs. Another team, let me give you another team that don't run ISOs. I would say Golden State to a certain extent. They don't run ISOs.
But they have a guy that runs ISO that like it's tailor-made for him, man. That's gonna be interesting how those guys with D'Lo, how they try
they're gonna trade D'Lo. They're gonna trade D'Lo, bro. They're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him.
Yeah, I see that.
You know why? You know why? Because once Clay Steph come back, right? They have another 4 years of greatness. So what they gonna do, right? They might use this first round pick. If they get 1, 2, or 3, they're gonna use that in D'Lo to go get an established player. Just watch.
Established player or picks?
No, they're gonna get an established player. They're gonna use those. They're gonna use D'Angelo Russell and their lottery pick because they suck. They're gonna have a lottery pick. They're gonna use that lottery pick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine who they get. They wouldn't get a Wiseman. They wouldn't get a Cole Anthony, right? Nah.
Nah. If
they'll probably get Wiseman.
No, if I was them, I'll go get him. If I was them, I'll go get him. But it depends on if I could use D'Angelo Russell and that lottery pick to get.
So you're gonna get a lottery pick and another pick from a competitor.
No, I'm saying they could use the lottery pick.
Hey, good night.
Because this is how they could do it.
Hey, good night.
They trade D'Angelo Russell. Right?
Yeah,
they probably get.
I really believe Nate brought up some very valid points.
In their scheme.
You do talk about a pecking order. Let's start with what you're asking first with Julius Randle.
And they could use the number one pick. They could use the number one pick and do damage with that. If it's 1, 2, or 3,
I'll mute it. Sorry.
Just think about it, bro.
Okay.
I just gotta look at which team is willing to give up.
Julius Randle, you guys mentioned, Nate mentioned about possibly trading him.
Because Golden State's gonna come right back.
The reason is that he has the most value.
Because all teams would just throw 3 guys at Steph Curry.
A lot of people question the Knicks
because Klay's not on the floor.
Choices in terms of free agency and like that. I look at this season as filling the cupboard with whatever you could have gotten
I ain't gonna hold you.
In free agency. That's going to bring value in terms of trades. You never know how many draft picks you can get for Julius Randle.
Yeah, I know.
And that is going to help us down the road. But the thing is what Nate is pointing out to, and a lot of us are seeing, is that Kevin Knox has a legit possibility of down the road, not immediately.
What he is that he's in every progression. He's a hybrid everything, man. Like
I see
big man who can rebound and score. I mean, he's not good scorer, but finish. Let me say, finish. Open shot, high percentage shots, layups, fast break, stuff like that. Facilitate, rebound, defend. Like he makes everything else go. That makes sense.
Into league or playing basketball in general.
That allows Steph Curry to be a lot more off ball and to be a lot more dangerous without the ball. And that allows Klay Thompson,
meaning that the game is closer. They have a lead. They tend to get lost in the game.
They had the defensive effort.
It's not everybody that's Frank Ntilikina that can come in and have the presence of mind to play defense.
I really wish they wouldn't have lost to LeBron James.
So that is
I really want to see how they would have been without
the mental fortitude that Frank Ntilikina is, but somebody that's offensive minded like a Kevin Knox. I believe that you're going to see that defensive intensity get improved down the road. But if you want to see it game to game, I believe it's depending on where we are in the particular game, what the moment is. And I'm sure he has the physical tools. This guy has a ridiculous wingspan. He has the height. Yes, eventually he has to put on some pounds, but I see a lot of upside. But he needs the minutes because of his offensive prowess. He's very effective offensively. Now, when it comes to Randle, I think that we're seeing where Randle was effective with New Orleans Pelicans with his 3-point shooting ability. He hit some pretty big 3-point shots in that game. So we need him less with the ball.
Zealy was like
playing off the ball and hit some 3-point shots, and I think he's going to be more effective. The next thing is
but also remember they didn't have
with Frank and with DSJ. I know we talk a lot about load management. What about confidence management and mind management? This guy took 2 weeks off. And he came back like he's a new player. Like he had I don't know. He doesn't look like a new confident player. Whatever that
because he could never be called. He would never be called the greatest of all time. He had to create that.
It's not just because
even his man on that show was looking at him like
Chris Usberg was coming home
the greatest of all time,
or coming back to the Garden. But we hope that this builds and we don't have to literally be looking towards the draft for a D'Angelo Ball or whatever his name is. Leangelo, sorry. But if we can figure out our point guard situation,
did he improve it a little bit near the end of his career?
For some reason,
Magic, I think, was a lot more fearless than LeBron James. In terms of, he knew that he wasn't a good shooter, but he would find ways.
Then hopefully we can be in position
LeBron
to
James
get the guy Wiseman.
Either because he's scared to take the shot, or he wants assist.
For me, that is more important moving down the road. Try and figure out our point guard situation right now.
doing that little up and
Develop
under, the little fakes
Barrett,
that
develop
now Luka's
Knox,
trying to do, acting like
and
he's
see what you
a
can
white
get
man.
for Randall
he
at
gets cocky
the
sometimes.
trade
I was watching,
deadline, and then
remember
we
when
just start
Frank
from
got
scratch.
the-
I would
Frank got the steal on
absolutely
the
like to
baseline?
see us
Did you see the
give
look Luka gave Frank? He
Morris
gave him
an
the death stare,
extension.
like,
So
you
that
should have seen
is,
the look. I seen he gave him the death
it's
stare.
funny
Like,
when
You
you
wanna know
ask
when he's the most
pecking
cockiest?
order
Go back to the
about
first
a guy
game.
with a
He
one-year
did that
contract
shit on
compared to a guy that
Randall.
we gave a 3-year
Where he caught the
contract
rebound
to,
and Randall
and the
didn't know.
guy with
Randall
the
had his
one-year
back to him.
contract is the
And
one
he
that
like
he's
kind of
going
like
to get
he threw it like
be the
he
one
threw it in like
to
Randall's
close out games.
periphery.
So that's
So then Randall
automatically
went around and he just went around Randall, laid it up. And I was like, wow, this guy's an asshole.
guy
yeah,
in New York, and I think
bunches.
Randall has to be the guy to leave, get traded,
I don't
and
mind it,
see
man.
if
It
we
makes
can
me-
keep Morris long term.
Because bro, when I was watching him tonight, bro, I said, just imagine if he would have been on the Knicks. Oh my God. I think we'd have got that type of energy we got tonight every game. Every game. But this energy won us this game, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Because times when it was getting shaky, the fans kept us in, bro.
The fans kept us in, man.
Yeah, it
FK, or not? They didn't say FKP. I wish they would have said that.
They said asshole.
Yeah,
asshole,
that was at the one
asshole.
end. Under when the MAVS in the first half.
Yeah, that's a wrestling chant.
The next thing, who
they gave the wrestling chant, asshole.
I thought it was gonna be worse. I mean, obviously you sat in different seats. It's gonna be. I just wish that you would have heard. I was like, they can't talk about the rape shit, son. They cannot talk about the rape shit.
Bro, people in my section, bro, they was like, look at this rapist.
Oh man.
Everybody's not gonna say it, but you gotta be there in this facility when
you gotta
gonna say it. So I was lucky to hear it. It turned me off, bro. I was like, bro, y'all, all right, y'all can hate him. I'm not mad at y'all hating him or booing him. I had fun. I was laughing. I was enjoying myself when he was booing him.
You know
what was crazy? Every time he scored, the putback dunk, you know what shut the Knicks up? When he hit that.
You see, there's not
when they try to run at them on defense, and he stopped, he looked to the side and stepped back and hit the three. He shut the crowd down. There was somebody next to me. He was like, fuck. And he hit the shot. He stopped. Stop because he hit the shot. But I ain't on front, bro. Any star that played in there would have got shook. New York shook. New York shook.
KP, I'm telling you, man. It wasn't until Luka hit that three, and I think they were down by 2. But I see KP because he saw he moved his head like we coming back. But it was like, bro, it was Luka who hit that. It wasn't you.
Like when you come in to play your team, he was also anxious. He had anxiety, anxious, and he was also like, bro. I don't know what he heard in his ears. He could have heard more than just "fuck you, KP, asshole." He could have heard other shit. That's another thing. When you on that floor,
I'm pretty sure he heard some.
It's different, bro.
You a rapist.
I ain't going front, Guamo. I don't care. You could be the most confident nigga in the world. If you stand in the middle of that garden, having 15 to 18,000 people shout negative shit at you, nah, son. Your spirit can't handle that. Your spirit can't handle that, son. Anybody would have been shook, bro. But tonight was great. Tonight was wonderful, son. This is like it was better than getting one night stand, bro. That's how I enjoyed myself. I was laughing.
A-Skills.
People was like, the audacity, you come here with a Dallas posting his jersey. I said,
yeah, see you getting some munchies. I just got mine earlier before I got on. So.
Like, who the think you are? I was going back and forth, bro.
Yeah.
I was smiling and laughing, bro. Like I wasn't even mad at people coming after me.
Russ was talking about the
you're an asshole. Why are you cheering for KP?
And I believe if you give Morris the pecking order over Randall,
bro, you are trolling, man. I understand. Look, if you like KP, I can't hold you to that.
If you're going to give it to Morris, you got to trade Randall. Because we're going to be left with a player that hasn't developed from his first year with the Knicks going into his second year in the Knicks. It's like next year, assuming that Morris wouldn't be here, then you'd have to start from scratch with a Randall again, and you have wasted a season. So, I feel if it's going to be Randall,
you're a fucking traitor.
Gotta get rid of Randall and see what we can get for him.
Yeah, because part of me wanted Steve Mills to get fired tonight. I wanted the Dallas to win. Steve Mills to honestly get fired tonight.
What I can tell you is,
I wanted us to get blowout so we get Steve
Morris probably gonna stay. They'll probably resign him.
If we'd have got spanked tonight on national TV,
but I want to see how he looks throughout the whole season.
If we had got spanked tonight, James
it was determined by these couple of games, they'd resign him. But it's determined by the whole season.
And the thing James don't like when people start
I don't trust Morris to this point of view because to this point being that I know he's a guy looking for a contract and he has to play well.
And he didn't like that. They was leaving at halftime.
If he gets the security that he's looking for,
so you don't want people to be leaving.
You're gonna have to free up the power forward position.
On national TV,
you're gonna have to free up. Somebody has to go. I don't mind Gibson. I don't even mind Portis. But a guy like Randall, he has to get his. And Morris has to get his as well. But then what happens to Knox? And we can't squander
it's still
Knox.
coming, man. We still got to play the games.
I like Knox a lot.
We're not playing the Mavericks.
I like Knox.
Yep.
I like Knox a lot as well.
That Cleveland game, man.
I think Knox has more upside than Morris and Randall. And
to come in and do that 30 points on my head.
But we need a guy like Morris who is more mentally fit to be in New York. Like Randall
and Knox has that Kentucky style basketball in his mind.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They almost lost that. They almost won.
But isn't Randall from Kentucky as well? Because he's not playing like it.
LeBron.
I'm not sure.
I think Randall is also from Kentucky.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because now they have the GM can actually Google that.
But I'm actually excited about the possibility of getting a wise
basketball team.
Yeah.
Or I'm not really sold on Ball as yet.
David Griffin,
but I'm really looking towards the draft. I feel like we've accomplished what we needed to this season.
He didn't really like dealing with LeBron.
And I think at some point it's going to get bad enough that we're going to say, okay, fire Fizdale and that's it. I think he has bought himself another month. Maybe the entire season, but I just don't see it working out for Fizdale.
Because the league is shown they don't need LeBron. Like the Warriors changed that whole LeBron James.
I don't know.
That after he came back to Cleveland, it was supposed to be a dynasty with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is he a good coach, or is he somebody that was in the right situation in Miami with a big tree? And they said, okay, let's see. And every time a team does well, winning championships, you see the assistant coaches starting getting jobs. Luke Walton with
They fell because the players have been backing them up, and you have one mega superstar, and you think that the league needs him to be the man for
you know what too? At the time, I ain't gonna.
It's not like a guy like Budenholzer that was with the Spurs for 18 seasons.
To 90.
You know, like that really learned.
Penny was healthy.
You know,
Penny and Graham would have been the next two guys.
Like
but Penny
he's like an extension of
Penny would have been the face of the league because he looked the part. He had the right sizes.
Yep. The thing is, if we get rid of Fizdale, who is the next guy? I'm looking towards a team like San Antonio, or who is that long-time assistant?
He still is
coming out of one of those assistants.
But his popularity, he was bigger than Michael Jordan.
He's so because
I don't even think it's the coach though. I think it's more the team. The team needs to play a little bit better.
He would have been next up, and then Grant Hill. If Grant Hill didn't get his injury, Grant Hill would have been the next step.
I will never say this guy's gonna be good. Jordan,
like offensively, we look pretty good tonight though.
Jordan just had what they call baby Jordans, right? Jerry Stackhouse, Harold Miner.
I think Kristaps got exposed tonight.
Even all the
he got exposed that mentally, if it's going his way, it's going his way. But when they're against him,
times where he was
it's either his brother, calling the shots, or
he has the best.
He got run over by the crowd at MSG. He got jumped in Latvia at the bar.
When you look at the time.
They just don't see. I don't see them respecting Kristaps as this superstar and as this unicorn that he's been. That he's been
Penny was
the
next guy, bro.
Still pretty a young guy, but
I'm still a Kristaps fan.
Bro.
Offensively he's good.
It would have been crazy if they'd have won.
I don't know how he's gonna handle being second fiddle to Doncic. Because Doncic has the mindset, that Mamba mentality, that this is his team, and you are going to be my guy. So
potential dynasty, man.
Yeah, because I was a big Penny.
I don't know how he is going to handle that, and I think he is going to regret asking for a trade or allowing his brother to get him out of
almost like a
New York.
borderline, star player for that team at the time, and he just became a bona fide.
Does that work for us though? The thing is, it's an entire 5-year contract though.
Yeah, that's sad.
I don't see him pushing for a trade, but I guess down the road,
bro, he was. You know what he was like?
That could definitely be a possibility of him coming back. But that is 5 years from now. But
he enough to make the All-Star team.
I think he's better than Anthony Mason. He's better than Anthony Mason.
No, I'm talking about like the caliber of player.
And I'm also glad that they picked up PSG as well.
Anthony Mason didn't really,
like what I was talking about. It's like he got
Charlotte, and he had that.
Miami.
They are talking about load management with Kawhi. It's like he went and got his confidence management. They went and managed his confidence and his mind.
Charlotte.
2 weeks up.
Remember,
I thought it was Charlotte. I thought it was Charlotte.
He got so bad that they were talking about getting him to the G League.
He played a lot of power point forward.
Yeah.
Point forward, yeah.
How about Dennis Smith Jr.?
He was really good.
That was crazy.
So I'm copping like
he played different tonight, and I was like, if he can build off that team. That definitely eliminates the need for going for a LiAngelo Ball.
The basketball better than Anthony Mason.
Because we have Frank here, and then we can try and push for a Wiseman.
He was better than Anthony Mason.
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the standing to see where we are in terms of at the bottom and where our possible standing would be with the lottery.
And popularity, his popularity status was
for me, I am satisfied for the season, and I really feel that right now we're not going to be attracting any free agents, so we have to look at the draft one more time before we are able to legitimately.
And also remember, if you remember in the video games, they didn't allow.
And we are second. Wizards
shootout live.
It's like as I asked for the standings.
PlayStation, I think it was live 99.
Sim brought it up. Wizards 2-7, Knicks 3-9.
No,
he came in at 0.
Okay. I think it was 99 or 2000. One of them.
Would have to check out what's going on in the Western Conference.
Maybe he was some shit later. But I remember
when did he come in again?
No, but it's 1:30 in the morning, man. I'm about to get up out of here.
All right, bro.
It has to be something out there because I know for a fact. I had live 99.
I had it too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm well aware of it.
Yeah, no, it's 1:30. I gotta get my ass.
Who was on the cover? Was it?
All right, bro.
All right,
big win. Big win. And if we lose every game
at that time,
for the rest of the season, I'm a happy man. So I'm good. We got our revenge.
You already know.
Non-guaranteed.
All right, bro. I'm signing out. Signing out, guys.
Probably not going to.
Damn, Anthony Walker was on the cover live 99. Duncan was on 2000. Steve Francis was on 2002.
Yeah, he was drafted. Was he drafted? No. Was he drafted on?
I think he was drafted like 99, Francis.
Attention, man. Oh my gosh, Sim. Don't talk about Melo like this, man. Oh my gosh.
Nah, he talking about trading for Damian Lillard to come to the Knicks.
You don't have to go back.
Yo. I hope so, because man,
that's all you can do. Hope now.
I had a great night tonight, and I just want to keep that same positive energy going on to the next game. I just want to see the resistance that we had tonight. It was a lot of pushing around, a lot of moving plays out of these spots, and disrupting offense, because Dallas offense was looking shaky tonight, bro. It wasn't executing as they normally do. So I just want to see that the rebounding, but the shot making, take them and make them. But we need to take more shots to get more possessions. That's what we need to do to actually win a game or to stay in games. We can't be trading shot for shot. We can't do that. So again, let's duplicate what we did. We play in the Garden tomorrow against Charlotte, or we go to Charlotte? Okay, so if the fans could duplicate some of what tonight, because it ain't gonna happen again unless KP come back next week. But if they could duplicate it and be in the times where the Knicks really need it, like the fourth quarter tonight, where we was looking kind of shaky and we didn't know where to go offensively, and just the energy from the fans just gave them the power. So let's take more shots, take quicker shots, get more possessions on the offense, and then just play the same defense, man. And again, if Dennis Smith could play like this tonight, we would look like a functioning offensive team. Period. That's it. But tonight was great. I had time. I had a great time. A lot of, bro. It was nuts. I've been to a lot of Knicks games. This is probably the best Knicks game I ever paid for, bro. And it was hefty, but it didn't even feel like that when you was in there. But it was a great night. I just hope we could duplicate that and do what we did on defense. Mostly it was on defense, because we did play great defense tonight, man. We really, really did. We was on the boards. Yes. Go ahead. Huh? Oh, no, I did. No, I got cursed out, though. Bro, hold on. Some of the stuff, bro, it was like Streets of Rage. I was going at families, bro. If I could repeat the things people were saying, bro, seriously, like, I could have gotten into a fight tonight, bro. Literally. It was that crazy in there. Yo, Sim, you heard all types of racist slur. It was at one point, they was calling the boy a rapist. They was wilding. Yo, it was, I ain't gonna front. If the Knicks could do that to every star in the league, they would be shook. They would be shook. But they was ready to pop on Porzingis if they seen him out in the open. Knicks fans was ready tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. It was lock and loaded. Almost felt bad for him too, like when he was doing it, because it's like I'm being there as a fan of his, and it was just hard. It was hard tonight, but I helped my own. Oh yeah, no, I took the jersey off after the game because I was mad because we lost. Oh no, I kept that on, bro. Nah, Mark don't get nervous. I took it off when I got on the train. I was a little, because I wanted, honestly, Sim, honest to God, hold on. I wanted Dallas to smack us so bad, because tonight the game was on TNT. It was televised. And if we'd have lost by like 20 and got smacked, Dolan, because I seen Dolan. Dolan looked like if this didn't go the way it went tonight, someone would have got fired tonight. And I wanted it just to get Steve Mills out the office, but we got the dub. It's cool. But this is one of the nights if we'd have lost bad, it would have looked like a shit show tomorrow. Someone would have got fired. You don't think so? But they all on notice though.
That's Dolan's right-hand man.
Sam, the tension that was in there tonight, bro. It was, listen, if it went left, bro, I don't know what Dolan would have done. Dolan would have went rogue tonight. The way he was looking, bro, I saw him. If the shit he was like, thank God we got the win. But if it would have went left, he was ready to put down his gavel. He was ready. But it was a good win tonight. You know, I was rooting for both teams at the same time. It was hard for me. Yeah, for tonight. For tonight. Yeah, for tonight.
Yo, man, what's up? Can we beat Charlotte? Is that tomorrow night? I think it's gonna be Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday. Apologies. I think it's gonna be tough, man, because again, man, we have these emotional wins. We you know what the Knicks are missing right now, Sim? We don't have an identity where we find, it sounds so corny, but we find something within ourselves. Like we can pull out wins from something that makes us like greater as a sum versus individual parts. Like greater as a sum of players coming together and playing for something, right? Guys are playing on 1+1 type contracts. Guys know they're not going to be here. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you got the win. It's fine. It's nice. But they don't feel like a long-term, you know, draw into his team outside of RJ, who I think is going to be special. But, you know what I mean? So I hope so badly because like Mark said, I was there with Mark. I didn't hear the racist stuff because I was on another side, but I know on the other side, they'll call him KP an a-hole, and I can only imagine in Mark's section what they're calling him. But when I saw little kids that, you know, people weren't telling us, hey, guys, can you not curse in front of the kids? Like, when we were calling KP an a-hole and FKP, the little kids were joining in. Like, it was beautiful, man. It was just great to see people of all ilks.
Little kids were joining in, and it was beautiful.
It was look, they're gonna listen to Little Pump and Little this and Little that anyway. So you might as well get them to curse under a good cause, which is against KP. Why they don't have to listen to F this? They're already doing dabs. If kids knew what dabs were, they would be like, "What? Wow, that's rad." They're already doing dabs. Dabs is when you cough when you're smoking a dab because it's so strong. So you might as well indoctrinate these kids on bad things revolved around good causes, like getting around KP, man. This is what I'm telling you, Sim. When we were younger, man, we didn't mess with the Pacers. We didn't mess with the Heat. We didn't mess with the Bulls. We didn't like any of these teams, man. And because the Knicks have been losing for so long, and because the nature of basketball is not strong like that anymore, especially New York, where we hate everybody. We're losing so much. It is beautiful to see that old 90s, old school Japanese freaking feudal type of atmosphere where it's like, I don't like your city. I don't mess with your team. I'm not friends with you. And I hate you because you're not my basketball team. We need to bring that back into the Garden, man. So if I get some rich little kids to chant FKP, if I get some tourists to come in with me, if I get, you know, the Asians, the Indians, the Pakistanis, the this and that, the Japanese, the Africans, if we can all unite and hate every team under the sun, man, I am happy. It is beautiful. I want that culture back in New York. And what I saw tonight, man, this Knicks team better not let that go, man. Because the way we play tonight, man, if they can do that for 4 or 5 games, say we go 3-2 the next 5 games, say we go, you know, 6-4 the next 10 games, man. I think you can start to build a culture where it's like, all right, we got into KP's head. Let's see what we can do to these other teams, man. And you start to win. Oh, guys are starting to shift around. Don't let what the fans gave you tonight, Knicks, don't let that go to waste, man. Because right now, outside of all the things that are going on with Steve Mills, with Fizdale, all the turmoil that's going on with the front office, players don't know what's happening, man. Look, build with the fans, man. Because like I said, man, the Knicks have been losing for years and the fans are always there. There are teams like the Celtics. I remember in 2007, they were empty. But Knicks always have it. Don't abuse your fans, Knicks players, man. Build with us, man, and just work hard. We just ask, hey, Knox, when you're on defense, be aware. Hey, Julius Randle, stop trying to think you're God, Sham God, and just make a direct play to the basket, man. If you don't have it, pass it back out. You know what I mean? Play smart. Frank, hey, when you have the open shot, shoot the open shot. Be aggressive. That's it. Play to the fervor and emotions that we're trying to give you, man. Build with us. That's all I'm saying, Sim. Sorry for the rant, but it was beautiful tonight, man.
Just let me ask you, man. Melo in Portland.
Yo, Sim, why do you do that, man? Why do you do that? You know you're a funny dude, right? Because I knew when you said, yo, I'm gonna mute him after this, it clicked in my head. I was like, I knew this jerk was gonna talk about this stupid Melo. Look, put it like this, man. I don't know. I haven't watched too much of the Blazers, right? I don't know if Nurkic is playing, but
he's not playing yet. He's not playing
yet, right? So it's him. So it's it's Dame, is McCollum. I think Amino's not there anymore, right?
No, I think Al-Farouq Amino is. I don't know where he is now, but I don't think he's there.
They traded that kid Leonard, who I thought was decent. Now he's on the Heat. I don't really know their roster.
They picked up the center from Miami.
Hassan Whiteside, yeah. I don't know how he's doing, but you know Hassan Whiteside, dude. He's such an emotional player. He'll give you a 22 and 15 one game, and then because he didn't get his Pop-Tarts didn't come out right, and he's all angry today, he'll give you 9 and 5 and then argue with everybody. So he's one of those mercurial players. You don't depend on him. You're just happy if he can produce a little bit. But with Melo, man, I'm just trying to think of where he'll fit. I mean, if he's coming off the bench, you know, I guess I would fit him because, again, they play really a two-man game. Even when they had Nurkic, because remember, Nurkic got hurt right before the playoffs and then came back. This was like 2 years ago, right? And it's like, I think ever since then, they were like, all right, screw it. Let's just have it a McCollum and Dame Lillard system. And look, it got into the Western Conference Finals last year. You know, I don't think they'll get – I'm not sure because Dame heroics, but Carmelo Anthony come off the bench being a scorer – being a volume scorer where they just give him the ball. I don't know how fresh he is. I don't know. I guess he's been trained or whatever, his stupid little videos or whatever.
He should be fresh. He ain't been hasn't played any.
That don't mean nothing, Sim. That don't mean that. There's a difference between you being fresh as in, hey, I've been going to the gym every day versus I've been playing ball every day, man. Playing ball as in NBA ball. I'm not talking about going to the gym and having some scrawny trainer act like he's hitting threes for the video.
You can't play NBA ball because he wasn't in the NBA. This is who they have right now. This was their starting five against the Toronto Raptors the other day. Damian Lillard, point guard, of course. CJ McCollum, Hassan Whiteside, Nazir Little, and Rodney Hood at small forward.
Oh, they have Rodney Hood. Oh, yeah. But Rodney Hood, I remember last year looked better. So
he's shaky.
Yeah, he is shaky. He's inconsistent.
Off the bench, they have Anthony Simons, they have Kent Bazemore. They got Scal, Labizier, Mario Hezonja.
This thing I'm saying about Melo, right?
Oliver,
the thing with Melo is that he's going into a system that basically says, is going to say there's really no system because he's probably going to most likely come off the bench. It's going to be a system where it's like, do what you want. Hey, score. Just try to fill up the stats. He's not going to defend. He's not playing with a system where he's asked to shoot in the perimeter. He's not going to probably rebound too much. He's not going to do much really. So the Blazers, I think, they're stuck because what would fit them is probably another 3-and-D player. Maybe an athletic big who can rebound, do all the dirty work for them. You know, putting Melo there, I don't know how that really helps them aside from when McCollum and Dame are on the bench. Maybe you could try. Again, Melo is not an efficient player like that. And the game, his top end, that speed is gone. So he's going to be just doing, you know, bobbing the ball up and down for 8 seconds under the basket, waiting for somebody to jump for it. You know what I mean? So he's basically going to be a glorified shooter, a glorified spotter. I don't know. He can't be anybody. I'm not itching on him. I'm happy he's back in the league. But you know what, Sim? Forget even what I want. I hope all that crying, all that sanctimonious garbage he was putting on that Stephen A. Smith interview. I just want another chance. I hope he shows that same attitude when he's on the Blazers and he's not a team killer or he doesn't complain and all that stuff, man. Because you're 38 years old. You're the only other guy from LeBron James's draft outside of
not 38. You're exaggerating. It's not 38.
I'm sorry, he's not 30. He's not 38. I was just hoping Sim was going to catch that, man. How do you feel about it, Sim? How do you feel about it? Since this is your man, you act like you watching Ace Boone too, man.
I feel like it's a good place for him to be right now. You know what I mean? You know Damian Lillard is going to be the guy, right? He's going to have to, sit back and let Damian Lillard be the guy. CJ McCollum. Now I thought he should have went. I didn't know how everything was. I would have liked to have seen him there last year after everything went down. I don't know what that whole what all the inside workings and stuff like that were like. I think he's in a place where they will let him just be mellow. We'll see how it impacts the team, though.
Right.
And I think he's in a place where, they don't have, especially with Nurkic not being there, they don't have the inside scoring. And he might be able to provide some of that inside post-up scoring. Get him on the low block, get him on the mid block on the elbow, and let him go to work. And I think that definitely helped the Blazers because they're strictly a guard-oriented outside team. They have no inside presence.
Right.
And I think that's where he would fit in. And hopefully he's not going there thinking he's going to be the man. If he's going there thinking he's going to be the man, then he's mistaken and it's not going to work.
But again, the hardest thing is trying to tell a superstar they're no longer a superstar, man.
But I think he hopefully he realizes that right now. He's been out the league for a year. Nobody wanted him. Hopefully he realizes that. We'll find out. He's going to have his chance to live up to everything that he said. So we'll see. I'm trying to find this Kristaps Porzingis interview. People keep asking me to play the interview.
About what? Does he say something crazy?
Tonight's game. I don't know. The post-game interview for tonight's game, but I can't find it anywhere.
Let me see. I'll check.
I'm trying to find it. If you can find it, throw me the link. Put the link in the video chat. Nate, I'm coming to you. I want to find out from you about do you think the Knicks can beat Charlotte? Or do you think they're going to beat Charlotte?
Well, first and foremost, Al Farouk is on the
Brooklyn Nets
Orlando
lost
Magic.
tonight. Smile on my face.
Yeah, I think they can, man. I mean, I don't know if you saw Terry Rozier. He had a killer game.
What's their record?
Was the last outing.
They have 4 wins.
Talking about them.
No. They have
a lot of threes
5
in that game.
wins.
So once again, Frank's going to have to really be on his P's and Q's when it comes to his guards.
You got 4.
Got 4 wins, yeah.
I mean, outside of Terry Rozier, maybe Miles Bridges. I'm not really worried about their roster. I think the Knicks should hopefully come with energy and put this game away early. The problem I'm concerned about with the Knicks is that all our wins have been off of emotion. The Bobby Portis game.
That's what I said.
The Dennis Smith playing against Dallas. Then the other one, KP's when they played in Dallas.
Bro,
it's all been
we're only 7
emotion
games
because of a player maybe that got traded and played against the old
to be
team,
a number 1 seed,
or a player that
I don't
was on our team
even want to think about
played
that,
against us. So,
bro, we want.
Hopefully they can break that trend. I think they have to. We got to come out with energy. Because just because we beat Dallas does not mean that the dogs won't start barking again if we lose.
Right.
This is kind of just quieting it down right now, and
we play the most games.
We gotta put some wins together.
What's so crazy too, Guamo?
You mentioned
the Lakers
Damian
Lillard.
I'm only gonna say this once.
Yeah.
If there is any kind of inkling that Damian Lillard wants out of Portland, I'm only going to say this once.
That schedule was not hard.
You do
like that,
whatever you can. You move heaven and earth.
Bro, I would
get that guy on your
after
team. Because he is a game changer. And I promise you, if we can get him on our team, this team will go far. Because Damian Lillard is the ultimate shot maker, the
Let me see if I can see the Porzingis
closer.
Thing. Gotta look on Twitter.
Big time maker. I mean, poise. He's got all the accolades you want in a guy.
They're killing him on Twitter.
And he would lead this team deep into the playoffs.
Yeah. All right.
He's that good.
Oh yeah,
He's
it's an interview.
Okay.
So
let me get to this KP interview, man, and then
I
get up out of here. 'Cause I found it. So this is Kristaps Porzingis, ladies and gentlemen, tonight after the game. And I haven't heard it yet, so I'm listening to it for the first time.
He didn't say very much.
I want to hear what he's going to say. This is Kristaps Porzingis after the game tonight. And let's take a listen to what KP had to say.
What'd you make of the crowd? That was pretty loud. Yeah, but it was tough that we didn't get the win. It sucks that we didn't get the win. Their fans are really, really passionate, of course, and it was no different tonight.
Do you think that reaction is fair, given that you were traded?
I mean, I don't know if it's fair or not. It's what they know. It's what they've heard, the fans. I don't really think about that too much. It is what it is, and we came here to win a game. We were frustrated that we didn't get it done. They played good basketball. They got the crowd into it from the beginning. They hit some big shots. They played well. They had high energy throughout the game. So it's a tough one for us.
How did the crowd? First of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
How did the crowd's reaction affect you personally?
I wouldn't say it affected me. I heard it, of course. It was pretty loud, as I said. But I try to play my game and stay focused and not think too much about what's going on the outside.
What is it about the Knicks now? They beat you twice in 1 week and they have trouble beating everybody else.
Yeah, I think they probably came into these games a little more extra motivated, and then we kind of gave them life early on, especially, and then make them feel that they can play and they can play well and it's just one of those nights, things didn't go our way as much as we wanted to, and they really did play well.
What was it like coming back here, though?
Good. I mean, I love the city, as I said. I miss it, and it was cool to be back here, play here at the Garden. So it's good.
What happened to the offense in the fourth quarter? You guys only got 16 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Get a little stagnant maybe late in games. Couldn't really get it going. Got to look at the film and figure that out. We gotta be able to be more effective when the pressure is high.
This is you guys' first losing streak of the season. How do you bounce back on Saturday?
How do we bounce back? Just have a better game than this one. We know what we can do better. So go into the next game and play better.
Boy, this night's over now. This whole thing, the Knicks is over now.
It's not that big of a deal. I knew it was going to be like this, and I was excited to come back. And I don't really think about that too much. I came in here, wanted to win the game. I'm happy that there's emotion. It would suck to play when nobody's cheering or booing. So it's kind of cool, and I like it. Whatever it is, if it's emotion, it's good. So I enjoyed it.
During the national anthem, there were a couple go back to Latvia chants. Did you hear those? Did that bother you at all?
No, I didn't really hear them.
I know you had a certain amount of expectation probably coming in this game. Did the fans' reaction, as it was, surprise you?
No, not really. I was expecting this, So, as I said, I prefer this than neutral. Emotion is good or bad. It means people care, and especially the Knicks fans. They're very passionate, and it was a fun night. I like it.
Do you think the reaction was fair? You think that was fair to you after what you gave here?
Again, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna try to win them over now. It is what it is. I understand where they're coming from. And what happened in the past. It's in the past. I'm with a new team right now, and I just want to win games with my team right now. So.
Couple more for KP. I've been here a long time, and they were pretty.
It was loud. It was loud. It was loud. But as I said, it was cool. It's good. It's cool.
Is this the loudest you've heard the building?
Say it again, please.
Is this the loudest you've heard the building?
You mean in a negative way or just in general?
Just in general.
General, no, probably not. We had some good moments also when I was here, when I was playing here. Some tight games and some game-winning shots and things like that. So the crowd is always loud here, and it's always like, especially as a home team, to play here and win games. It's one of the best places for sure.
Also, Carmelo signed with Portland.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him. And just seeing it too, so that's good. I'm happy.
And that's Chris Stats.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN.
Go ahead and pause that right there. Oh, let me turn the sound off.
Tough that we didn't get the win. Sucks that we didn't get the win.
That was Chris Stats, Sports Niggas, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly dejected
of course.
over losing to the Knicks and, the response that he got from the crowd. I guess he said he expected the response from the crowd. He kind of is trying to, throw it off his back and say, it didn't really matter as much and those type of things. But it was clear to me in that first quarter that it impacted him and it shook him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There had to be some fear. There had to be some nerves there. It was clear to me that it definitely impacted Kristaps Porzingis. And so he could try to throw it off as much as he wants to. It is what it is. It's over with now. He doesn't have to deal with it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him go on and play really well after this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that you get past it, you get it done. Now it's over with. You don't have to think about it. Because somewhere in the back of his mind, I'm sure he was thinking about, oh man, I'm gonna have to go to the Garden, and not that it's gonna impact his whole game. But I'm pretty sure he wanted to, get this out the way, get it passed. Now it's done. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go on and play really well for the remainder of the season. But it's a great win for the Knicks, man. Great win for the Knicks. So we swept them. And Nate, real quick, man, I'm going to give you like 20 seconds.
Yeah, man. Just listening to that interview, Kristaps always been a very poised, confident gentleman. He kind of seemed, like you said, shooken, even with his answers. He almost seemed very sad, like in the sense that, he did miss those moments at the Garden. But, I mean, he pushed his own way out. This was his call. This team has a bright future, and he could have been one of the cornerstones of this team. And, but he decided to push his way out, and, hey, see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, to me, and Nate, I know you guys might have missed the first part. He said he sounded a little bit shaken in that interview, which he did sound a little bit shaken. I'm going to say this. I don't know if you know about this, Nate, but I'm sure people in the chat know about this. If you guys think back to when Nas ethered Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z went on Hype 97, and he was shook. That's what KP sounded like in some parts of the interview. And if you don't know, go back and listen, look it up on YouTube, the Jay-Z interview on Hot 97 after Ether, and he was shook, he was stuttering, and Andrew Martinez was like, what the heck was this? Kind of, KP sounded a little bit like that, just a little bit. Anyway, man, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up out of here. All right. Just as a quick reference, although the night is over, for those who are still here, remember, from now on, I'm going to have these two screens up, okay? So if you're on a laptop or if you're on a computer and you're looking at your screen, go down to the bottom of the screen and you'll see a briefcase. And the briefcase will have two arrows. And when you click on that briefcase, you'll be able to see two different screens. There's two cameras, right? And in that camera, you can click on and listen to me, or you can check out the video chat. Now, the video chat is kind of silent now. It was bumping a little bit earlier. It's kind of silent now. You know what I'm saying? Because, we're on the way out. So it's only Nate and Mark in the chat. But just check it out, because after the Charlotte game, I'll have the same thing up. All right. I'll have the same thing up at this Charlotte game. So we'll always have a conversation going in the chat. You'll have a conversation going with me. You can switch back and forth to check them both out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the YouTube chat right now, just so you can see it. And then I'm out of here. Okay, because I know, a lot of you guys got to get to work in the morning and all that good stuff. All right. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting it in the chat. You guys can, make sure you check this out so that you know for Tuesday night's game. It's Tuesday night's game. Saturday night's game, I'll be on. We'll have the double screens going once again. Check out the double screens. It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you guys want to hear these guys in there arguing. All right, right here. I'm putting the link in it right now. You can click on that link and you'll be able to see the other screen. All right, click on that link. You can see the other screen. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. All right, make sure you go check out the double screens. Okay, we got 2 screens going on, so you can hear the video chat and the discussions that they're having. And if you guys want to say bye to each other, so people that just joined it can hear you guys talking, so they can get a taste of what's happening. You guys can check out the video chat and hear conversations that they're having. You can check me out so you can see the conversation, obviously, that I'm having with everyone. And that's it, man. That's it. Appreciate it, H. Thank you. I appreciate it. Congrats on the 10K. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, we're staying innovative. We're doing things. We're trying to innovate and grow. Keep going. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. All right, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, and the last thing, you're buying tickets. I know you want to buy tickets now. Go to SeatGeek.com. Use the code word NBK, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here for the night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, make sure you're with me tomorrow, 2 o'clock, as we do a game preview. The Charlotte Hornets come to the Garden and take on the Knicks. Game preview, 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
That's the game.